Yo, Joe. It's a Friday night, and it's time for an unfiltered, but a different unfiltered, a special unfiltered. Um, Not going to be going over the usual stuff that you guys think I might be going over. We're going to be just having a chat, friends, and um, and just getting to know people, talking about some different stuff. I got a few questions and this and that. Got some funny stuff to show that we can react to and all that good stuff. But but that's what it's going to be. We're going to be hanging out. I did say this was an invitation. If anybody's interested in coming on, I do have room for several people. Went ahead and sent out a few people that I know, friends on Instagram, whatnot. So I went ahead and sent out a few of that link. So let me know. You can reach me at popblender75 on Instagram if you feel like coming on. I know a lot of people don't like to get on camera, which is fine. You don't necessarily have to get on camera, but it is fun, definitely, to be able to sit and watch people's reactions and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so we're gonna do what I call instead of a Thanksgiving or a Friendsgiving, we're gonna call it a Friends Tubing. That's what it is. It's Friends Tubing. So I am going to add a few people onto the screen, one at a time. And let's see here. Let me make sure I get all my stuff together. First and foremost, crusty old crow.
Was that natural?
There he is. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you all way down there?
I'm good. You're way up north. I'm way down south, man. I love it. I love it. Let's see here, and I'm getting a few messages in, so I'm gonna send out a couple here. Getting a couple messages in of people that want to swing by. Anyway, so I reached out to Crow, have him on. Much time as you can spend to hang out, whatever. And as I get a few more people in, we'll get to some of the questions and all that. That's relative to everybody, I believe. Let's see here. We have Shane, Same Time Toys, in the house. Hey.
What's going on,
there
guys?
he is. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, man?
Same time. What up?
I'm
in Florida and I'm freezing my
I was
ass
gonna
off.
say,
That's
man,
what's
I
going
was
on.
gonna ask you. Crow's the one that should be all bundled up, right?
Oh, we're cold, but you look colder than I was. Yeah.
It's 59 right now, but it was 80 the other day. So 30-degree drop.
Woo.
Fuck it. I'm freezing my ass off.
Oh, holy moly. Well, you guys aren't used to that kind of stuff too.
No,
So,
man, it gets colder than 75. People start to twitch and get nervous.
Putting a sweater on and all that good stuff.
To be fair, Florida, there's probably like a 25% ratio of Canadians that retired down there. They're used to it.
I used to have them on both sides of me.
There you go.
You guys are too polite. You come down here and just like, oh, sorry. No, fuck you, man.
Man. Hey, listen.
I use my channel. I'm sorry about cussing.
No, you're fine. It's Friday night. So, it is what it is, I have a guest here as well, a special guest, and it's been made known that, it's a bunch of guys talking and saying stuff, and so I'm gonna add him to the stage, and hopefully his camera comes on. It is Requiem Evangelion.
Oh, hello.
What's that?
That's a World War I enthusiast, otherwise known as Little Pop. And Little Pop is old enough to hang out with this crowd. I promise you that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had him on. I think he's been looking forward to this all week, because when I picked him up today, he was like, "Hey, you're doing that stream tonight, right?" Like and I was like, "Yeah." And then he grabbed some stuff because one of my questions, a couple of them pertain to collections and collecting. And so he was going to hang out for us for a while. And so guys, don't worry. Like you said, Shane, no big deal. It's nothing he hadn't heard, you know.
Oh, I was younger than him when I started hanging out.
So
welcome to the club, kid.
that's
You're gonna have a
right.
blast.
That is right.
Can you handle a cat's
and
butthole? Can you handle it? Then we're good.
I'm sure.
yeah, he can handle it, man. He can handle it. Some of the stuff coming up, you know, has to do with some traditions and stuff like that. And I know there's a couple people that are joining us. And actually, right now, one thing I need to do is copy something and send it to someone that I think we all know. So if you'll bear with me real quick, I figured I would have everybody in. Some people obviously can't make it right away. So I am going to paste this in the chat and send it to, or paste it and send it to somebody. I basically wanted people to reach out to me instead of just throwing the link out there because not that I wanted to be just invitation only, right? I'm friends with certain people on Instagram and otherwise. I'm terrible at checking my Instagram, but I figured that'd be the easiest way to reach out to the people that I have personally contacted over the months and months and months and stuff like that. And so yeah, and I think I reached out to Eric as well, but I know he is not a big camera guy, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that you can't come in and chat for a while. So let me know, Eric. I think I sent you the link in Instagram. But anyway, so let's see here. Let me bring on a little background music.
Set the tone.
Right.
Set the tone.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something I like, something you guys like. You know, like you know, it's a little up tempo. You know, it's a little up tempo.
So I'm just reading the chat. I just saw Northern California is flooded right now.
Oh shit!
Really?
Well, that's according to Eric. He says NorCal is
3 days straight, right?
Yeah.
3 days straight. Holy moly!
Frostbite, what's up, buddy?
Oof.
Yeah, Frosty.
It rains 3 days straight over here. It's a hurricane.
Let's see. Check your Instagram, Frosty.
I'm trying to think. What's above? It's not Iowa. So what's the state above there? Washington, between Washington and California.
What's
Oregon.
above?
Oregon.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to break out a map, fellas. I'm gonna have to break out a map for this. If we're gonna go down this road. All right. So let's jump
know
into
them all,
the.
but I don't know where they're all at.
Yeah, no, I think I could. You know what though? Thinking back about that, I think I could recite them all. Right? You remember how you used to have to do that, right? In school, you'd have to go down from like alphabetical order.
No, when Yakko did it on Animaniacs, that was good enough for me.
Oh yes, dude! Holy moly, I forgot all about that.
We got Pop 2.0 down here. He can tell us probably. He just learned all this, right?
Yeah, man. You want to try to recite all the states from A to.
I wasn't putting that much commitment on it. I just want to know if it was right.
I'd love to, but my teacher wasn't there for 8 out of the 9 weeks.
Oh,
so we
that's
didn't learn
right.
anything.
It reminds me when I took Spanish.
That's how I got through economics in high school.
Man, look, when I took Spanish in high school, our teacher, she was like 53 years old and she got pregnant. And she literally missed the entire year. And we had a substitute who didn't speak Spanish. So we had a substitute teacher for the whole year that didn't speak Spanish. And you want to talk about getting an easy grade. Like, what the hell? She came back.
Our grade in
Dude,
that economics class.
Are you serious? Seriously?
Yeah, me and a buddy of mine, we picked A's. So we were like, hey, if we can do it, let's go for it. And we were the only ones that got A's in that class. There were people that actually did the work, you know, because why not? But yeah,
oh,
no,
sure.
That kid.
This is really educational as a Canadian. Where your education system got a life.
Oh, Crow, you want to
God.
know the dirt? The teacher got busted dating a kid that was in my class.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They wound up getting married later on, but still, it was something. Let me tell you.
Actually, Requiem, he has a similar story actually from the middle school. Wasn't it middle school?
Oh, dude, yes. So we all found out 8th grade year that one of the teachers was He was caught in the bathroom. I'm not gonna say the word, but I'm sure you can guess. He was caught in the girls' bathroom doing it by two girls. He was in a stall, and they went to open it to go use the restroom, and he got suspended for about 3 months, and then got fired and put on the registry.
Right.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
I think he's still in jail too.
Good.
Yeah.
Freshman year too.
It's
there
not
was a
like one of
teacher.
those hot teachers, that
No,
kids aren't
dude.
smart enough to keep their mouths shut about. But
No.
that's rude, right
But
there.
I mean, dude, are you serious?
Freshman year, there was
come on.
another teacher that got
Oh,
caught
God.
dating and sleeping with a kid in
This
one
is
of our classes.
this is
Bro,
rough.
this is what's wrong with America, man. It's so
Yeah.
woke. It's disturbing. It's disturbing down here.
How weak is your game that you have to go home one day and go, stupid, sexy children? I mean, kids.
Oh my gosh! All right, so there's somebody else that I need to introduce here that has made their way into the backstage. So let me get the applause ready, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the magical and mysterious, lovely and talented from the land down under, Frostbite's GI Joe Repro.
What's up?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's up, mate?
Not much. What's happening with you guys?
Man, nothing much. Hanging out on a Friday night.
Good.
Usually I use this time to get on here and bitch about all the pop culture stuff that I like to talk about, and maybe rattle the cages and ruffle some feathers and all that stuff. But since we're really close to Thanksgiving, I thought we'd have a friends tubing instead of a friendsgiving, a friends tubing. And hang out and let's see. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. I still have room for 5 more actually. And however, some people are going to be coming in here in a few minutes. One of which I know for sure, and then another one probably will show up a little bit late. The main thing I want to make sure: can you guys hear my fan at all? Do you hear a fan in the background or anything like that? Okay. Cool.
Nope.
Man, so the reason why it took me a minute to jump in at the last second is because I was sweating, and I had to step outside because our temperature dropped here the last few days in Nashville. And so I was like, let me step outside for a minute and just cool off, grab a smoke, and like get ready. And that's really what I had to do. Otherwise, I would have had a towel when we went on, like wiping my head off and stuff like that.
You got to do what Legend Series does, man. You got to have that ball fan on the desk.
Dude, right? You know what I mean? Like, get up
It's
and
a game changer. It's a
hey,
game
man,
changer.
dude, I believe it, man. I right now, look, so I got sleep pants on, right? I'm like the TV newscaster, right? You got the suit up top, and you got like shorts on the bottom or boxers or something, and I've got them pulled up like shorts. Like I literally have them
Zoom
pulled up
meeting.
like way above my knees. It's
Unreal.
a Zoom meeting, yeah. Like that's how it is these days, right? Like I don't know how many of y'all have to do those. I don't in my job, but
No.
I can't
I had
imagine
a
what it's
job where I
like.
had to do that.
I can imagine what it's like to mess up, like and accidentally stand up or forget to turn your camera off. You know that happens all the time, right?
So,
Like I'm
God damn
sure
it,
it
little
does.
Johnny.
Little Johnny. Wait a minute.
I retired just after the COVID stint was finishing off there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just threw my cigarettes across the garage, so I can't smoke.
No, I was one of the guys that always had to do meetings and all that crap. So
Well, I wanted to give a minute for a couple other people to jump in, but real quick, I just wanted to jump into the chat real quick. Menjoza was first in the door, got his hand stamped, paid the cover charge and everything. Menjoza, what's up, my friend? Glad you're here. Eric Thurman, definitely. Hang on, let me hit Menjoza. There we go. Eric Thurman, yeehaw! Little Wild Bill. We're going to talk about a little Wild Bill. We'll talk about a little Dragonfly. I know, Requiem, that's a little bit out of your wheelhouse, but I've got some things in your wheelhouse for sure. Let's see here. We have Frostbite. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. That guy, son of a crayon slayer, is here. Let's see. As we scroll down, we have Joe Fan 84. This is there we go. What is fellas? We are fellas. And he obviously was saying hey to you, Frosty. Let's
You are
see. So far, so good. You know, these Friday night streams, you know, sometimes they get a few people, 14, 15 people. Sometimes they hover. It just depends. It's a Friday night, right? That's tough for a lot of people. I know it's a Friday day for you, Frostbite. So I want to ask you
Yep.
real quick, how you doing? What you been up to, man? What you got going on?
I've been super busy. I started a new job, so I
Okay.
may have been away from a lot of live broadcasts, and I've been very quiet. But it has just been because of employment.
Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, you know, it's like out of your control,
yeah.
but do you see a new schedule? Do you see a way to kind of like figure that out, or is that going to be like a completely different schedule for you? We're making
I think it's going
videos
to
or
be a
doing
different
lives.
schedule from
Wow.
now on. But
Okay.
as I sort of progress, you know, like I've been very, you know, just smashed at work over the last 2 weeks. And this weekend, like today, I finally had time to sit down, get a new video sorted, watch other people's videos, leave comments, support everyone, and get back into that groove. And
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the new groove from now on for me, which is a lot of replay squad or stuff
Okay.
on the weekend. I can definitely do.
Well, and I probably speak for some of us here at least on a completely different time zone, is that it's really difficult to like jump into live streams when
Yeah.
like where you're at, right? Where and for maybe on that side, these streams maybe take place in the morning or midday or you know something like that typically. And so there's many times where like, dude, if I was up at 4:30 in the morning, right, you know what I mean, 5 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning and fresh, you know, I would love to like jump in there. I would love to join one of those streams, you know, and trust me, I'm a trooper. I can stay up late. I mean, late, but that is late. Like that is me falling asleep late, right? I could
I
push
just,
it.
It
I just
requires
Okay.
like
going
I
to bed
felt
and getting
really
up
bad.
early again. Not
What's
just
what's
Over
that
the last
saying?
2 weeks, I felt really bad because it's like I've, you know, established such really nice relationships with a lot of you guys, and then all of a sudden I just have
Just
to like
disappear.
just not have that kind of relationship anymore, and just try and do something new with you guys, and I just
Right.
feel really bad, but it's work.
I mean,
hey,
you know,
Hey,
people understand that, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
I totally get where you're coming from, man. Like I went from very consistent, a hard
yeah,
routine. I was very predictable, and then life just flips you upside down, and you spend
yeah,
a little while. You can't even tell people what you're doing because you don't have a clue, and
yeah,
it's perfectly understandable, man. So there's
yeah.
no justification needed. It's just is.
Dreadnought case
Dreadnought
six.
wishes. Here you
Oh,
go,
what
Dreadnought.
YouTube
That's
subs.
here's a bit of length for you.
Oh, all right. There you go. Oh, don't fall over. I
Oh,
don't want you
almost
to
fell
break
over.
anything. I want you to break a dragonfly or something like that now.
That like
Or whatever.
like
All right, so we've got one more person to bring in, and then we'll start getting in on our topics. I was hoping 3 Star might be here, and he may very well be at the last second. But ladies and gentlemen, the wild man himself, War Chest full of toys, is
Oh,
here.
nice.
oh,
What's up, guys?
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing, man. Hanging out the house. I ain't doing
Yes.
crap.
Man, tell me you wouldn't have just said that. You'd have said
would've.
something else.
I don't want to mess up your stream.
You ain't gonna mess up my stream, dude. If this stream would have been messed up, it would have been messed up a long time ago.
I handled that earlier, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's all good, man. No, don't you worry at all. Let me throw back on that cool little jam I had, that laid back jam, real quick. There we go. All right. It's like it's fine to have it silent, but like I like to have a little something in the background. I want to make sure it's not too loud, but anyway, or distracting. So War Chest, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
Good, man. Great.
So you're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today.
Yeah, what's up?
It was basically just to hang out. hang out and talk about some traditions, some holidays, a little bit of toys, a little bit of whatever, really. Okay. I have not gotten mine yet, Shane. Haven't gotten mine yet, Shane. I'm working on it.
Wild.
Yeah.
You did?
I spent
Bullshit.
way too much money the other day. Like I messed up bad, but I found them all out there. I couldn't leave them in the store. Shit, somebody else would have bought them.
So you
one pre-order 4.
okay?
Nice.
All right,
One.
dude. So you won't find anything in the wild here in Nashville. That much I can tell you.
You got to see this shit. Hold on. My friends always know I'm looking for toys.
Oh my God! Hang on. Let me see if I can. Let me see. I got to figure out how I can get you full screen. No. That's not it. That's not it. Oh wait, there we go. All right, hang on. I got to figure out. Let me see if I can get you full screen. What is this?
Oh shit! Oh, let me see.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God!
Ronald McDonald. She's like, "Yo, bro, check this out."
It is Ronald McDonald. Holy moly!
Oh my God!
Shit. Oh my God! Actually, you know what? I kind of like that for now, since it's just the 6 of us. Okay.
It's almost
No.
the Brady
Anyway,
Bunch. What the hell?
I did want to. I did want to just hang out for a little bit and chat. The last time I did this, I think I kind of went a little bit overboard with and War Chest. I think you were there on the last one that I had people on. With kind of like, hey, what do you think about this show? And, this is woke and this is blah, blah, blah. And it was a little weird and it was fun. But at the same time, it was kind of like some people were like, probably, it's just not in their wheelhouse, right? It's not their thing. So this, I really just wanted to kind of hang out and just kind of shoot the breeze. I did have some stuff real quick that I wanted to bring up, and they were, I guess you'd call them questions. Let's see here if I can get it. There it is. All right, let me move this over.
Look at Crow just laid back like he's gonna go to sleep on me.
Not a chance, man. I finally get to know what War Chest looks like. I'm enthralled right now.
Yeah, dude. So you've never watched one of the Friday nights? I know I've had War Chest on a couple times. I think you and I have been on a couple times. I think.
Three.
There he is. All right, here we go. Load them up, baby, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. You got to get it too. Matthew Matson in the house.
It's so sweet, buds.
There we go.
Nice.
Look at those guys showing off their freaking toys. I'm so jealous of y'all. You know that?
Well, then let's not talk about toys.
A toy channel, oh wait, we're not on a toy channel.
No,
no, we're not.
Are we even real right now?
We're not on a toy channel. That's
what's a really real world. Oh man.
Yeah, so you're in my world now.
It's okay, I speak fluent movie quotes as well.
I bet you do.
So Pop, I
Yes.
emailed a friend of ours recently. I'll see what he has to say. But I had some questions and some topics to discuss with him that you might
I finally
be
got
interested
that
in.
Pop Blender shirt. Sorry.
Nice.
Shut up.
Growing up, I would have been dressed better.
Did you send me your address, Shane?
No, I
Exactly. You didn't. So until you do, I don't want to hear a damn word about it. So Matthew, what was that now? You had a back and forth with someone?
No. I just sent an email to a friend of mine.
Okay.
Who you know, we'll see how he comes back at it. But I sent him an email asking him some questions about some stuff and seeing what he has to say.
Okay. Then you and I, we can discuss that. Yeah, man. Okay. Sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
sounds like a good conversation.
Absolutely. That sounds like a great conversation, actually.
Frostbite, quick,
really
say
does.
something big.
What's that, Crow?
I said, quick, Frostbite, say something not so big.
Where'd he go? There we go. What kind of chair you rocking there, Frosty? What do you got there?
Oh, he's got some good ones.
Bad boy. And a seat. It's a gaming chair.
like the rival brand for Secret Labs.
Okay. Yeah. You a gamer? You a gamer, or you just
Yeah,
want to really? Okay.
I've been getting back into Warcraft.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
All right. I need to get. Where's Wraith Mace? Maybe get him on some of his.
He's actually the one that got me back into it.
Okay. I was wondering. That's awesome. That's very
I hadn't
awesome.
played for 5 years, and then I started seeing more Wraith Mace in chats, and I thought, I'll check out his channel. And then he started doing a rogue video, and I'm like, I really miss Warcraft. And then next minute.
Yeah, man. Have any of y'all ever messed around with any of the VR stuff, the VR headsets at all, the MetaQuest? So we have a MetaQuest 3. It's the newest one. And Requiem is on that thing. When he's over, he's on that thing basically every day for probably like 6 to 8 hours. Right?
Good kid.
Damn. Pushing it, but yeah.
I mean that's I mean pushing it. I don't know, man, dude. And I have a decent PC, so when you connect that thing to the PC, it's amazing, dude. Like anybody that has a VR headset, I would recommend getting a PC that can run it because it's so much more, detail, right? Like there's so much more to it that you can do. But you play that thing all the time, don't you?
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah, you're fun. You know that? You're fun, buddy. So
the same about you, bud.
Yeah, we get along pretty good. We have a good time, that's for sure. And I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, any fathers and sons out there, but you ain't shit. You ain't got shit on us. So look, let's see here. How do I want to frame this? Because I got a few questions on here. I'll start out with, how about, before we get into the dragonfly and your thoughts and everything, right? Because not everybody's got thoughts on that. How about something new in your collection, or something that like you really like? Do you have anything nearby, anything that you can grab, anything that you just absolutely love? It could even be the dragonfly, but is there anything new in your collection, or anything that you're just stoked about right now? And I'll just throw everybody up on big screen so we can all see it one by one. Let's see, who's first? It doesn't have to be brand new, but just something that you're just really digging right now.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy for you.
Nothing crazy. I'm all pissed off because I got my dragonflies in, and then I didn't get any of my figures, and I'm like, why the fuck am I not getting my figures? Everyone else.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't get. No, I got all my figures with my dragonfly, but all the new wave wasn't coming in. I was
yeah.
Why are my figures not here? And then I went to Big Bad and I looked, and somehow I turned on that damn loot crate thing, and I was like, oh. I was like, I got 12 boxes coming tomorrow. I'm gonna have a Woody triple 2 day. Just be unloading shit.
Yeah, Woody, dude. Oh my gosh. That's out of control, brother.
That's out of control.
But it's so in control, right? Okay, so who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Anybody got anything in mind?
I can show you some customs I'm working on. All
right.
Nice.
Crow, you're up. I'm throwing you on full screen. Let's roll with it, baby. Come on, bring it.
I apologize, lady. I was just playing around with some stuff like Punk with Toys once did a snow job for his alternate head stripped down. So I finally got around to watching the video where he uses the acetane on Rakondo, and then he makes a new body for snow job. So that kind of got me thinking. So I did one for Quick Kick for Night Force.
Dude. All right.
Cool. Nice.
Yes. And then
That's cool.
The 60th anniversary Marine Sniper, I'm finding like a lot of use for this buck. Like you can just keep kind of just doing stuff with it. It's a really versatile buck.
Yeah.
But did anybody quarrel with the Valaverse head like helmet? Is that blasphemy?
No, that looks awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
It turns out that works good for Quarrel. If anybody's got the Valaverse stuff. My last one I'll show is if anybody's reading G.I. Joe #1 right now.
Yes.
So I'm doing my own little spin on my Baroness.
Ah, yeah, baby.
There it is. Look at
I
that.
like it. Yeah, dude. Nice.
That's it. There. Next.
Crow Daddy. All right, let's see. Who's next? Matthew, Shane, Frosty. Frosty it is. All right, let's move you right there. Let's put you full screen, baby. Have at it.
So I got these recently from an online Facebook auction, and they caused me just to, stop and pause and love my childhood again.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Nice. Good score.
So
I
that
barely
one-
remember those packages.
Look at
Dude,
that.
holy moly.
I totally forgot that they did those individual figure 2-packs.
Yeah.
Man.
Used to have to take and cut the helmets.
Yeah,
Had that extra flap on there.
I couldn't stand that stuff. See, so the trick was you knew if you had the original version 1, because the version 1
Right.
didn't have that.
Right.
And then later on, they added that extra piece on there to keep the helmets on or whatever, but it was weird.
Yep.
Nice, dude. Absolutely love it. Yeah, man. And it's like it reminds me too, going back and seeing those figures too, and those outfits, the uniforms and stuff. And it's just like, oh yeah, I had him and him and him. I had that Camaro. I had that, And God, what I would want, what I would give to know where they are now, right? Where those original ones that I had are now. There's no telling. They're probably in a
Crushing
damn
a landfill
landfill.
somewhere.
Holy crap, I see something really badass. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it on, buddy.
I never
Look
get
at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, that's out.
I just never get tired of him. Ever.
When did that come out? When did it release or ship or whatever?
This about over a year ago.
Oh, okay.
This is the original Battle Cat when they put out.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Holy
I
crap.
never get tired of him. Like it's just it's so
cool.
sick. Every time you look at it, I'm just like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Speaking of one that I never get tired of,
Oh, he's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cool looking.
this guy is so awesome. Man, I just can't get enough of him.
Matthew, you got anything?
I've
You
always
okay?
got something.
War Chest, can you just tell me what that battle cat is? Is that a
Mondo,
statue,
right?
or is it
Yeah, it's a Mondo.
okay?
No, it's not. It's an actual action figure.
Yeah.
It has different heads. The armor comes off completely. Everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So
It's for 12-inch figures.
Yeah, right.
So this is a Jay's Armory Destro chest piece.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So it's got Destro's symbol on it. I know it's hard to see. You probably can't see it real well,
Yeah, you can
but
see it.
But yeah, it's got the Destro piece on there. Got those a while back and found these today.
Very cool.
So I found all of the wave except for the Iron Grenadier Troopers, but
I have yet to get V2, Storm Shadow, Alpine, Iron Grenadiers, like any of this wave. I have yet to actually get them. Yeah, I love it, dude. Love it, love it, love it.
So my pile of loot is massive at this point,
I bet
and
it
we'll
is.
and we'll have to ship soon. Which there's a bunch of stuff in there, but most of this wave is in there except for the bats, which never showed up to BBTS, and then I found them locally, which was amazing because never thought they'd actually show up here.
Let me add somebody else to the stage. There he is. 3-star draw. Yeah,
That guy.
there he is. He's been
What's
backstage for a minute. He's been back there like, bring me in, you son of a bitch.
Twiddling my thumbs.
Twiddling your thumb. That's all? Just your thumbs?
Didn't want to get caught.
All right, let me get back to my
full of
boy
that.
Otis McDonald and our little funky jam. All right, let me turn it down just a little. All right. So
And-
Shane. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead,
I
Matthew.
was just gonna say, I mean, I've got a couple of these in my pile, but
Yeah, those
the
look
quality of these guys, the paint
Yeah.
apps, the everything that's come with them. I see why Bobby was bashing and trashing the company before they came out, because I think he might be worried about the double of competition, because he's
Yeah,
got competition
right.
from Monster Force, he's got competition from Classified,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. We
Yeah,
keep
the
adding
Monster
to it.
Force is. I've got such good things to say about it, and then I've also got a couple of bad, but for the most part, it's all good.
What have been your issues so far?
I would say that the plastic quality is superb. The articulation, like in the wrist, that extra little bit. The neck and head are incredible.
Right.
The paint apps are incredible. The guns and everything from Gridiron, it's just incredible, man. It's an insane figure. However, like a lot of people give the reviews and they're like, they're only $37.99. I'm like, no, they're not. They're $37.99 plus tax plus shipping.
Well,
and when you look at the cost of 3 figures and shipping is almost $120.
yeah.
And you're like, man, that's steep. So then I kind of look at what they all come with, and I'm like, do I need 8 pairs of hands? Do I need there's a lot of things on it they could cut out and make the figure a little bit more affordable.
Yeah.
And they would really up their value in sale. And when you're looking at getting 4 figures for classified or 3 figures for $120 or 4 figures for $100, it's just kind of like.
Now I want to remind everybody, Bobby Bala's figures were $35 when they first came out. They were $35 a piece when they first came out.
I know somebody that can speak to that, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the main stage. He is a punk with toys.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I don't think he has nearly as many Valaverse figures as I do.
I don't. I've got like 3 Valaverse figures, I think.
I just don't like this T-shirt right now that he's wearing. It's just the wrong time to wear that T-shirt.
Yeah, put him in the middle.
Oh, no. Is that a game of Soggy Biscuit? Never mind. Anyway.
Hide the pickle.
Wrong channel. Wrong channel.
How you doing there, Punk? You doing good?
I'm good. Olivia and I have been, we got to go back and forth between Buffy and Angel now. And
Oh,
watching in
wow.
chronological order, so.
That's so
Oh,
awesome.
wow.
I wish I could get my wife to start a marathon like that with us.
Got your work cut out for you there, though.
Yeah, you know what? That it has not aged as well as you might think it has.
I'm with you. I agree with you on
There
that
are some
respect.
things that let's just say that if you know who Charisma Carpenter is, she's one of the most liberal people in the world. I don't care how hot she is, but she dropped the word calling someone retard, and Olivia went. I told Olivia, and she's like, "Oh, she probably wouldn't like that now if she saw that." I was like,
That's why the show is so great, man. I mean, there's a lot of people bringing that word back.
All right. So we were showing. Okay, go ahead, real quick, before we get to our next.
War Chest was just showing his Operation Monster Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hang on, I'm gonna switch you real quick, throw you on full screen, and then we're gonna get to our next. There you go.
So here is
Lovely.
Top Fun Toys rake with the cloth suppressor that he made. And then I took a Thor head, threw it on here, and now you have your Tyler rake from Extraction.
I was gonna say that Thor head is awesome to make that Extraction figure for sure.
Nice.
That's great.
It's pretty good, and unfortunately, Thor is like 7 inches tall. He is so out of scale with Marvel Legends.
Yeah, he is.
But I thought the Top Fun Toys, I thought that he had 3D printed this. He put some little cloth piece up here and then put a rubber band around it. And it looks like what he used when he wrapped the piece of cloth.
Oh,
And
wow.
You know what?
Is that my thing?
Oh, no, I didn't even show them that. Okay, so the neck piece was black, and I only have the paint marker. So this person over here,
that person.
Color theory.
Yeah.
She mixed the colors so we could get it closer, so he'd have a neck because it looked really stupid. Like his head looked all crunched up, but that plate carrier that he has, it works amazingly.
Nice.
With everything that he had on him. So, and I ordered another one today. So,
All right.
I had to go over 100 to push the PayPal down the road, and $75 worth of stuff came in. So, But now that's going to switch to 150 bucks. So.
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh,
so
they changed it?
Yeah, starting next month.
So Requiem, do you have something? You got enough light over there?
Yeah, give me one
You got enough
second.
light? Yeah, let's get you a little more light. There you go. Come on.
Why is he not wearing
There
that
we go.
bowler hat?
He don't need no hat. He got a head full of hair, unlike most of
Oh,
us.
That's
yeah.
true. He's a lot
All
younger.
right. So not everybody's a toy collector. What do you got, man?
I do a different kind of collecting. I like the more historical, like World War I type stuff. I'm gonna try and show off 3 things if that's all right.
No
the first
pews.
one-
If you've got any pews.
Yeah.
No. I'm not gonna pull it out the scabbard, but the first one is a bayonet.
Pull it out.
1907.
Don't
Alright.
pull it out.
That's what
Oh.
she said.
The first, it was made in 1907, and I'm pretty sure it saw use in the war because it came packed with mud, dude, like crazy. It was full of mud.
That looks
pretty
like-
dirty.
It looks
Did it
like
have
it
any
belongs
German
on a
blood on it?
303.
This do what?
It looks like it belongs on a 303.
Yeah, right.
Infiltrated.
Yeah, no
Australian
kidding.
forces used that in World War
This-
One.
Yeah, this is a British. It even has the markings
There you go.
still. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it has the pattern markings
Yeah.
where you
A
can
little
see
bit.
where it was made.
So just be
Um,
careful when you take that out of the sheath. Hold the metal bit at the top of the sheath, not the leather
yeah.
bit in the middle. Otherwise,
I
it's
make-
going to separate.
I did that the first time I pulled it out, and it felt really sketchy, and I was like, I
Yeah.
really shouldn't do that. I
Yeah.
still do it by habit, but these things are old, man. You got to be careful with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, over
The second
100 years
one-
old.
The second one's an American helmet that was made, I believe, around 1917, but it could be, it could be a little younger.
Looks like one of ours.
pattern
Doughboy
lining
hat.
is old, but
No liner.
Doughboy hat. And the last one's
Imagine
my
a
favorite.
bullet hanging off that doughboy.
I
hat.
know,
Dude,
right?
there's
Seriously.
like dents in this thing, dude. It's crazy.
He probably took a few.
It's where he took
Probably.
a trench and had to beat some Nazis to death. with his helmet.
The last one is I don't have the pants with it, which were called breeches, but it's an original jacket and pants from. It was either made in 1918, a day before the war ended, or it was made right before the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919. Because of the patch here, or on this
Yep.
arm, the patch saying Third Army, which is the Army of Occupation. But I'm not going to
It's in good
nerd out
shape.
on it too much. It's in amazing shape, and I got it for about $200 less than one that was in worse shape. I was able to find it on eBay. It's in
Yeah, that's
great
what he's
shape.
spending. That's the money he worked with me at the restaurant. That's what he's spending it on right there, baby.
Don't
Just
believe
like
it.
us.
It all
where
disappeared.
the Amazon gift card I'm going to give you in about a
Yeah.
month is going to go toward is
Yeah, right.
get you an eBay one.
Yeah, eBay one.
Let's see. 3-star. Let's see. Shane, did I get to you? Did we do? No. What do you got here, man? Let me move you up and let's throw you on full screen, baby. Let's hit it. What you got, man? What's your
Well, I finally
your
got a
collection?
tiger paw.
No shit.
Voice.
I got that bitch all tore apart and ready to paint.
ain't that something for all the people that's like been scouring Target and everywhere and they can't
Oh,
get one, find one. You got one and you just pull it apart.
Well, I tell you,
I went
they've been-
nuts, man. I ordered it off Target. Don't get me wrong, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ready to go.
They've
They're
been a lot
actually-
easier to find with the second release, with the second drop of them,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, hang on.
They're all over the targets here.
Yeah,
GameStop.
yeah,
Love him.
I got to do that with mine too.
Oh, dude,
That's
it was
exactly
so
what I'm
good.
gonna do.
That the rubber is so pliable, it just comes right off of the new blade.
Good
Yep.
deal.
But he looks
Sweet.
so much better.
Gotta
And
get
looks
the,
fantastic.
review
Gotta
of
get
that
those
figure
side on the
was
correct
really
side.
good.
Yeah,
It looks great.
you got to paint the butterflies on them though. They didn't put any apps on there at all.
Oh no!
Yeah, so the camo pattern gets lost. And the butterfly on this guy, I mean,
Is it good?
I've seen Wolverine figures that don't have. this
Yeah,
good of a
it's
butterfly.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and that's
Nice.
the shame with the lack of paint because you can actually do that pose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody took the hood off that guy, and he's got 2 indentations on his forehead and the back of the head. I was like, "Holy cow!"
It's like
It looks
the
so
hair
bad.
sculpts,
Yeah.
right. It's everything. All the hair sculpts. So
And the dude that took it off, if you saw the same post that I did, like he was all proud. He was like,
Yep.
"Yeah, I got the hood off, and it's got glue all over
Oh,
the
hell
top of
no.
the eyes and the head, and these 2
An
big
idiot.
divots." I'm like, that looks like ass.
to free up like 1 millimeter of space to free up just the eyebrow. I was like, why'd you do that for just an eyebrow? Like,
Yep.
It
I'm
doesn't
waiting
look
for that
bad.
new Captain America
No.
to drop, and I'm going to put Steve Rogers' head on here because if they're going to appropriate Snake Eyes, I'm going to appropriate. Tommy's coming back.
I need some coffee. Oh, sorry, Punk. Go ahead.
So I know, like in a lot of the pictures, the Storm Shadow, it looks like the hood's too low, but when you have it in hand, it doesn't look like that. You can see he's looking perfectly fine above it. It's not like he has to look underneath it. But in the
Yeah,
pictures, it does. But when you get it in hand, it doesn't look like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
the
awesome
eyes are
in
right.
hand.
The eyes look. I don't know about awesome, but I mean, the eyes look right. They're not like
Yeah, they
all
look like right
like
where they're supposed to
At
be.
least they're not
Better
giving
than
the
Giant
side eye
Man,
like
huh?
Giant Man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow.
I
So,
mean, I'm sorry, I can't say the same thing for the sword sheath. They're clearly on the wrong side.
yeah.
Even though ninjas don't exist, so I guess it really doesn't matter what side they are on. But
It's
Yeah,
like they
but-
tried to make him a samurai. Is what I
Matthew,
thought they were doing with it.
Matthew was all over that.
Don't
Man.
go down there. Not even
Yeah,
samurai. Come
don't
on,
go
now.
down
Don't you?
that
Don't
road.
go
Well,
down
you know
there.
what I mean.
No.
I mean,
And
stupid
Matthew?
ninjas
the
doing
masses are asses, buddy.
Matthew, you are
Dumb.
absolutely wrong about the Iron Grenadier.
What do you
That
mean?
is- that is the side that the original O-ring had the sword on it.
No, I've got one. It's on the other side.
No, it's not.
Oh, put mine up. I had mine.
The hook is
up.
right there.
Yeah, he's right.
Interesting.
They-
Now, how do
they-
you
they-
look
how do you
anything like
feel
them, that's
now,
all.
Matthew? How do you
Hey,
feel
it's still
now?
the same. It's on the wrong side. Nobody carries a sword on that side. Nobody ever in the history of the world has ever carried a sword on that side, unless they were dual wielding. And
This
then
guy
they were
does
freaking
go.
morons. Because even Musashi had both swords on the same side, and he dual wielded. So he'd draw one with the right, and then one with the left, and then you'd have one on each side.
Dude, I'm gonna watch The Last Samurai and see if there's anyone that has
Nope.
them on that side.
No, there isn't. I can guarantee you that.
I just finished
Tom Cruise.
Shogun.
I'm just gonna watch the movie again because I like
There,
it. But
there,
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
was gonna say it's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
any
three,
reason to watch that, I'm fine with it. It's like watching Top
three
Gun.
star. Do you have anything that that you've added or that you haven't shown off, or you're just kind of stoked about, or what?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of.
I mean,
stuff
and if you don't, it's okay. It's just an off the cuff question. I figured I'd just ask anybody had anything that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not anything anybody hadn't seen. I mean, we all got Wild Bill.
Yeah. Hey,
Very
did you do
good.
what? Hey,
But
wait, did you
have
do what
you
I think you
seen-
did? Did you
have you
flip his
seen
gun
his-
belt?
Have you seen his cousin, Wild Grin?
Nice.
That's pretty cool,
Look at
actually.
that. That's awesome.
That's great.
I
And it looks
personally,
like- and it looks like a crazy ass mustache, does
Yeah.
it? Going into
Yeah.
some
Sure the
chops.
hell does.
Dude, that is awesome.
Okay.
Looks like he belongs in New Texas.
what was that episode of Battlestar Galactica where they had the cowboy Cylon?
Yeah.
Now 3-star. Did you flip the gun belt so his guns were cross-drawed?
No, you don't need to flip the gun belt. It's right. You just put the butts forward in the space that they're meant to go because the
okay.
indention for the trigger guard is there,
Yeah.
and he can do a cavalry draw or
Yeah.
a cross draw.
Okay.
But the-
Well, I
space
wanted to
is there.
flip it because I noticed that they put the Longhorn on the back side of it, and on the original figure, the Longhorn was up front,
yeah.
and he was the cross draw position. So
Yeah.
I was going to flip
Well,
that around.
he actually uses a cavalry draw, which is not crossing
Okay.
style carry, but he actually does cross draw.
Right.
But you can draw that way with the right hand, and you pull it and flip it. But
Yeah.
he is a cross draw. So it's right on the figure.
I just noticed your tag. The pistol butts go forward. I just noticed it. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Holy shit.
So other than other than the Iron Grenadier, and of course got our bat that I've been looking forward to so much.
Oh yeah.
I did get one other thing this week that some of you might like. I got my Horseman comic book from the Rippaverse, the Chuck Dixon book.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I have not. Somebody's busting something open.
Sorry, that's me. Grenadier, you guys, I got to do it.
I did get in my my gridiron legs for my flight pod, but I haven't unboxed it yet.
Punk, I gotta love those comments on your gridiron leg video.
I'd have got away with that at the store.
Oddly enough, only one person mentioned anything about the ankles. I assumed more people would when they realized that I missed it, but I think maybe people watched 30 seconds and went and found a better review. So,
well, that's what that one guy said. Who watches all your videos? Apparently,
if you click his name, he's made 4 comments, and I would say they're all pretty negative.
You think that's one of your thumbs down people?
Video.
What was that? Everybody.
You think that's one of your thumbs down people?
Oh, Matthew. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that.
There's no doubt. He but you know what? He's making comments on every video, and he's downvoting it, and he's commenting. So awesome.
Yeah, it feeds the algorithm.
Maximum
He has a view and a watch hour.
If I couldn't handle people taking shots at me, YouTube is not the place for me to be.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding.
Well, yeah, that's no joke.
Yeah, especially for what I do. I mean, I'm assuming that there are many people that don't like who I am or like what I have to say, don't want to hear my voice, don't like my face, all kinds of things. I'll survive.
Right. I halfway agree with Joe Fan 84. Even bad publicity is still publicity, right? Like, but sometimes there's certain
I heard
certain
that
bad
from
publicity
earlier today, and I didn't agree with him.
It depends on what that publicity is, right?
Yeah, right. I mean,
but to an extent, yes.
Down for shit.
Yeah, no, to an extent,
Sorry.
I fully understand it. So obviously everybody here heavy into collecting. Me heavy into G.I. Joe Classified, but that's about it. So I kind of wanted to get into a few other questions and find out a little bit about y'all and kind of, see what y'all do around Thanksgiving. And so before I get everybody's thoughts on the Dragonfly, and as much as we've already seen. Well, I don't have to because one of these questions kind of somewhat. So one of these questions is, so what is everybody doing for Thanksgiving? If you celebrate Thanksgiving, what's everybody doing? Just go around, whatever clockwise. We can go around the table like War Chest, and then Shane, and then Matthew, Punk, whatever. So what you got going on next week? Anything?
Yeah, flying out to Colorado for a quick one on Wednesday, flying back, and then Thanksgiving here on Thursday, and then I have another Thanksgiving on Friday.
Holy moly!
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy one.
Ooh, you're gonna weigh about 10 more pounds.
Turkey.
Yeah, for real.
Is it pretty traditional though for you guys? Like pretty traditional Thanksgiving? Like most? I mean, I know our family's very traditional. Same place every year, same time every year, that kind of deal.
Same Chinese food place.
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, just at my mom's. The other two are kind of random. So,
okay.
Where you're going? Yeah, or what we're doing.
Shane, what about you, man? What you got going on?
In-laws.
Okay. In-laws, you got to travel. You got to get out of town. What's?
Yeah, I got to go about 50 miles. No big thing.
That's not bad.
Back in the day, we'd go to like 4 or 5 different houses, hang out with everybody, have a great time all day long. Now it's just family.
Yeah. As it usually kind of turns into, I guess, right? The older you get. When you're younger, you might bounce around to your friends or, stuff like that, or even just go somewhere, go someplace.
Got old somewhere along the line.
Somewhere along the way, my friend, it just happened. Matthew, what do y'all got going on, bud?
Well, it's this year's nothing special. I'm used to, big meetups with 3 or 4 different families coming together and cooking food and having this big, huge thing that was awesome. And then we moved to, going out with my friends and having 4 Thanksgivings and traveling around. And now it's down to just going over to the in-laws, and the in-laws don't like to, spend a lot of time preparing everything. So they go to this place called La Madeleine, and they get a whole bunch of food and they throw it in the oven, and we eat good for a couple of days, but it's all prepared by somebody else. We just got to reheat it.
Yeah.
So it's nothing too special. We used to do Thanksgiving here and Christmas at my family's place, and then sometimes New Year's, and so we'd have turkey and then ham and then lamb, because my sister's husband's family is Greek. And so my brother-in-law makes an amazing lamb.
Damn, I've never had lamb. Has anybody else had lamb? I've never had lamb before.
Good stuff.
Yeah, lamb a lot. Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Lamb's pretty
I'm
regular.
Missing out.
Like you said, lamb and guy
good.
for a second there.
It's a different taste. So, there's some Turkish restaurants around here that do the blended lamb and chicken kind of mix type of thing. To get people kind of used to it, but they also have lamb, chicken, and beef that they prepare on skewers and stuff, and it's pretty good.
Isn't shawarma
Punk,
lamb?
what's that?
Isn't shawarma supposed to be lamb?
Shawarma?
I
Just
don't know.
whatever meat they hang on the stick. brother.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Punk, what
Supposed to was the
do you
key
got
word.
going on, man?
I will be going over my ex's sister-in-laws.
Okay.
I mean,
Let me put all that together real quick. I want to make sure I meter that out. All right, I think I
will
got
be
it.
going over my ex's, my kids' mothers, sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
So it's still
Susan's
been-
brothers passed away. So I mean, I think maybe other than the first year that we were split up, I've still pretty much gone to almost every holiday there.
That's cool, actually. To be honest with you, actually, I appreciate that. I really do. I like that a lot.
That's neat.
You mess up stuff for your kids, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it
know
works
I do.
out better. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, after the first year or so, things get better with your ex. Well, at least they should. I mean, there's always circumstances with some, but for us, we have no issues, and
That's great.
but it is weird. And my dad, sometimes they're doing something, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're out of town. So he'll call me on like Wednesday and say, "Hey, you gonna come over?" I'm like,
So the consistency factor, right? Like, not sure, because I know some families it's always right. Like, you just know, and you know what time, and you know every year. And then some families, it's like you might get a phone call, or you might find out 2 days before.
yeah, because his wife works. She's a nurse, so sometimes she'll be working. Christmas is the same way, where I'll be like, it's like, well, what are you guys doing? Well, she's working, or there's been we're going to be out of town. Like, all right, well, I guess we won't be coming over then. I don't know what else to say. It makes it easier to be 100% honest. I mean, I used to hate going from like place to place, and we only did 2 places.
Yeah.
We only did hers, and then we'd go to mine. So even doing 2, how people do multiple, I will never. God bless you, people.
Yeah, I don't either. Nice turkey, Matthew.
That's
Nice
pretty cool, Matthew.
turkey.
Where'd you pull that out of, Matthew?
Showing all
I
the
got a box
recipes,
right here of all some of my props, but it's got the cranberry dressing and the stuffing and all that stuff on there.
That's awesome.
I got that off of Amazon a couple years ago.
I'm gonna be seeing a picture Thursday of Roadblocks.
Yeah, dude.
And you know what?
Hell yeah.
If you go back, you'll see that, because I had
it?
Roadblock serving a whole table of people
Lovely.
with Shooter, kissing them on the cheek. Well, everybody all the couples were
That's great.
surrounded the dinner table.
3-star. What do you got going on? What do you usually do?
Well, usually depending on what I have to do, I get up early and start cooking a dish to take to my aunt's house. And don't know if I got to do that yet or not this year, and hang out with my aunt and my cousins and whoever else might show up with the extended family, and hang out there, and then have to do exactly what Punk said and turn around and drive to another one that I'm usually there when everybody's getting in the car or finishing dessert and coffee.
Yeah.
And get to see everybody there, and depending on whether or not I'm dating anybody, go to another one, which don't have to do that this year. So yay,
man.
So that's probably going to be the rundown this year.
Hey man, sometimes that's such a relief. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's kind of nice. It's exciting, or maybe you have a good relationship with your current girlfriend's parents or whatever, you know, it is. But then, at the same time, it's like, you know, it's kind of nice to not have to really get in the middle of all that stuff and see relatives of theirs that you don't really know that well. And it's like, you don't know what might go down that day. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you
the
know,
scariest part.
I've been doing the bounce around for the holidays shit since 1987, and you know, at least 2, sometimes 3, and it is so tiring. And every year I say I'm just gonna stay home and just not do. I'm gonna go get KFC, and you know, so of course I wind up not ever doing it.
So first time that I went over my exes after we had split up, my dad was out of town, and I had nowhere to go. And the kids had told Susan, and she was like, "Hey, Beth and Carrie, you know, they want you to come over." I was so pissed off. I'm like, I just have the holiday to do absolutely nothing but sit here and watch TV.
We'll finally watch football in peace.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, but I was like, I mean, I've always remained close with them, even during the bad parts, like with her brother, he passed away, and his wife, and I was like, so like, God damn it! I finally got a chance to just sit back on a Thanksgiving. The kids aren't going to be there, but you know, the one thing I was trying to, I'm going to say about like going back and forth, when your kids are little, it's that much worse. And I can't speak for you guys in warmer weather, but in the cold, it is awful.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Speaking of kids, mine just told me she needs a ride to work, so you guys have a great night.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, man.
I'll be back in like an hour if you're still on.
All right, buddy boy. Well, check back in. If you get back, hop back in for a little bit. We'll see what's up. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Appreciate it, brother.
Hey, man.
Sweet.
Thank you. Good night.
It's odd to hear like everybody's different, you know, thought process on holidays. Holidays don't mean shit to me. I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday. I just don't. But when Punk was talking about how, you know, after the first year or so of being split up, you guys kind of get along and let it go. Fuck that. 24 years, I will still send some hate messages to my ex for no reason, out of nowhere, just to fuck up her day. It's hilarious. It'll turn into
they got laws against that in some states. I think.
Jesus.
Do you have kids with her?
I'll never let it go a whole year. One year I let her go the whole year, and then like the day before New Year's, I was like, I hope you're enjoying your fucking and it's just comical at this point. She knows I do it just to be a fucking asshole.
Oh my god!
Do you have kids with her?
Yeah. She actually dumped the kid on me and ran off, and I ended up raising my daughter all the way till she was 17. She graduated high school early.
Wow.
So like the last 6 years, we don't really even have a reason to discuss anything, but I'll still be like, I hope you choke on your turkey.
Oh my
I've
God.
definitely got one that I would love to do that to.
Oh man.
At this point, she knows that it's just me being an asshole and being funny. But for a long time, it wasn't. It was straight fucking.
God. 364 days, and then all of a sudden that
Yep, here it
365th. So here's the question: Frostbite, and Crow, but obviously Frostbite. So, do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? Is it on the same day? Is it a different day, a different week out of the year? I don't know. So, how is it in Australia? What do
We
is
don't
some
celebrate
people
it,
just? It's just another Thursday.
Yeah, because we're not thankful for anything, you know.
Right.
You guys
Yeah,
like
but
every
the British,
criminals.
Right.
Thankful you didn't get bit in the ass by a poisonous snake.
The thing of it is that, like, I would assume in maybe some countries or some places, maybe like certain days maybe mean something different, right? Or something like that. And so that's why I was curious, if that had anything to do with anything at all. Or, I'm sure there's people obviously that have moved there from here, but as a native, no, it's not anything to you. It's just kind of like, whatever.
Literally the only reason that I sort of know to look for Thanksgiving on a calendar is I know that it's quickly followed by Black Friday.
There you go.
Look for them sales.
That's more important for some people than the day before that, right? And obviously for Crow, that's probably the case too. Those Black Friday sales, right?
Well, I mean, we did have one today.
He's already hitting them up.
Yeah, he is. So then let me ask this question, because I was gonna ask, like favorite Thanksgiving or holiday food or whatever, but they're probably all similar, right? Because this person right here, Requiem, I know what you do for Thanksgiving.
Well, wait,
So
you do know Canadians have Thanksgiving though, right? Like you understand we have it, but they don't, like Australia, right?
well, so what do you guys celebrate?
How do you have Thanksgiving?
Being our
They
neighbor.
celebrate bringing our hat.
Because we
Right.
came over and
know what
fought
to
the
be
French.
thankful
So
for.
the English and the French fought for Canada. So we did to our Indians what you guys did to your Indians. So we're all like, hey, thanks for the land. Right? So that's
Yeah.
like
Freaking hilarious.
so we have to do that too. We just do it in October.
October.
In
yeah.
October.
Good.
Yep.
They were colonized and we sent everything to Australia.
So what is it?
Technically, didn't like the Australians do that to the Aborigines?
Yeah.
What day is that called?
Hey. The Australians didn't do it to the Aborigines. The British
The
did
British
it to the
did it.
Aborigines.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Let's get that
Canadians
straight
are
now.
way more
British
polite than
occupation.
Australians.
I bet they recruit some of those criminals down there.
Oh, we're all. If you're not Indigenous in Australia, you're either descended from an immigrant or a prisoner.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
An
flat
immigrant
out true.
prisoner.
Like, quit pretending you're innocent over there.
I want to hear Pop.
Hey, they're the ones that put up
now.
all
I
the
just had to
concentration
jump in and
camps.
educate you.
Wait, what's that, Crow?
I said I didn't mean to interrupt Pop 2.0. But
No.
Thanksgiving plans.
You're good.
I had to educate that really.
No,
quick.
that's
No,
good. That's what I
he
wanted
was
to know.
actually asking you guys about that. He
Yeah, I was.
specifically-
That's what I'm
he
saying.
was-
Like,
he doesn't know how Canadians or Australians celebrate, so that's what he was asking about. So
Yeah.
that's good info.
yep.
I didn't know either. I asked him that on
I
Wednesday.
knew it was
night.
on a different day, and I think the UK has a different day also for something similar. But
Okay. Yeah, I truly have no clue. Really. So that's why I was curious, right? Because we have two international people on our stream tonight.
Hey,
I love
Frostbite. Frostbite. It's like they don't even watch our TV shows, man. What the hell?
they don't
So-
broadcast them over here,
Nah, I mean, we got to find that shit on streaming, and you got to really dig. You got
And
to
the only one
really
that
dig.
really advertises is the BBC, so you can get your BritBox or something like that. But everybody else, they don't have that kind of thing.
Who
so we
watches
miss out
the
on those
BBC?
great
I was actually
Australian
thinking of-
shows.
I'm
Yeah,
sending a
that's true.
couple of you guys one of my favorite Australian movies on DVD, like sending a couple of DVDs across to America. Is that something that sounds like a good idea?
Yes.
Dude, I would love to
Absolutely.
see what you guys watch over there.
Dude,
Okay,
have you
cool.
ever?
If you send Matthew and I the same thing, maybe I'll do another
There,
Punks on film.
there you go.
Okay. All right,
There
good.
you go. Absolutely. So
Don't send us
so
Mad Max though, or
no,
Crocodile
no, that.
Hunter.
Quigley.
Hey, you know what?
That'll be I
I'll
really
tell
like a
you-
movie that Heath Ledger was in when he was young called Two
Oh.
Hands.
Yes. Okay, that'd be awesome.
And
because
it's-
yeah.
It's real good Australian stuff.
So-
well, you know what?
Is that the one
and
where-
if you watch Farscape, it's pretty much Australian cinema there too.
What's the bank robbery one?
So real quick,
Yes,
Requiem,
it.
Requiem, you
Yeah.
what are you doing this Thanksgiving, huh? What do you do? What do you usually do, Requiem? Just throw it out there.
I show up, I eat food, and then I go to sleep.
And what do you eat on Thanksgiving? Do you eat turkey?
I like turkey more than ham. I think it's better.
Well,
I
and
think
we
it's
don't
just-
really have any ham, but do you eat
I
stuffing?
do. There are only two people's stuffing that I've ever liked. It is my nana's and it is my grand's. I've tried other stuffing, terrible. Those are the only two types of stuffing I like.
Correct answer. And then do you eat anything else other than that?
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, not so much. Yeah. No, he'll be coming over Thursday, and obviously, what three star down south said.
You just pick one of those names.
Yeah, one of those names is
he can't
exact-
decide. He hasn't
Yeah.
picked one yet.
Only been
It's ex-
using them for years.
It's exactly what I'll be doing. So we traditionally have had Thanksgiving at my mom's house my entire life, and so that's usually what we do, and that's what we'll be doing on Thursday next week. And this fella right here, Mr. Requiem, will be there as well. So good times to be had. We'll be flying the dragonfly and all that good stuff.
Hey,
Not
Paul,
just
do I
really
need to bring
joyous
mine?
times.
Do what?
Do I need to bring mine?
Oh man, that'd be pretty wild. We could take some pictures together.
Hey, did
So-
one of you guys strip yours down and make it a tiger fly? I thought that was the most ridiculous thing ever, but good on Gun Bunny, man.
I
Yeah,
haven't
right.
watched the video yet because I
Mm.
haven't been
Mm.
stationary to where I can pay attention to it since
Yeah.
he dropped it.
You know,
but it looks amazing.
It looks amazing, and I just don't understand why he just didn't throw the Tiger Force Recondo in there, because that's the one that came with the American one.
Yeah, it's true.
But
So,
I mean, if you can afford to buy 3 or 4 of those, like Woody or Gun Bunny, I guess you're good.
So there's a few things. I was gonna ask like what you guys' favorite holiday was. What's your favorite holiday? That could be. I say holiday. I mean like maybe season tradition. It could be Halloween. It could be Christmas, Thanksgiving. It could be New Year's, 4th of July, or maybe overseas. You guys celebrate something else, right? In Australia, something like that. Warchest, what's your favorite holiday?
Christmas Eve,
Matthew.
because I leave on vacation the next morning.
Oh no, that's badass. Yeah, that's badass.
That is literally what-
Matthew.
I gotta tell you, I used to hate most of the holidays and not really care for them. I loved them as a kid, as a teenager, young adult. I didn't have any use for any of them.
Nope.
Having kids again, it's really tough between Halloween and Christmas.
Right.
I almost like Halloween more because there's so much more creativity with Halloween. And I love that effect of it, but I also love getting together and seeing the lights on everybody's faces and during Christmas. But I'm probably going to go Halloween.
Okay. Requiem, do you have a favorite holiday?
Easily Christmas, and I got a great reason why. One, it's nice in winter, and I love the winter. Nice and cold outside, nice and breeze.
Man.
Number two, I get like 2.5 weeks off of school. Best time of my life.
Well, yeah.
2.5 weeks. It used to be like a month, man. I mean-
Yeah, right.
Well, that's
Hey.
because they only go about 4 days the rest of the year. They get off there.
Yeah. We got like a week and a half off school one time from ice.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aren't
when
you
did that-
off a week for Thanksgiving?
No. They only
Right now,
get Thursday,
days.
Friday. They get
well,
Thursday,
that's the way
Friday
it is
back.
around here.
Really?
Every school around here has a week off for Thanksgiving.
Our
They're
county
off
does.
Thursday,
I
Friday, I
wish.
think. And then they go back on Monday.
Williamson is all week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, I wish it was all week. You can just hang out over here and play the VR. Punk,
man.
what's your favorite holiday, man?
I kind of feel like Matthew, like as a teenager and as a young adult, I could not give two shits about any of them. But as a dad, it's Christmas. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so frustrating leading up to it, but
Yeah.
when they were little, just
Oh,
to see that their faces light up,
Especially when they're
the
little.
build up for
Yeah.
it. I know everyone hates and makes fun of the Elf on the Shelf. Olivia she took her a while to figure it out. Like, one of them was I took pictures of me sleeping, and it was like covering my nose and stuff. And I showed her that she took, and she was so little she wasn't able to even fathom that. Wait a minute. If she's covering your nose and you're sleeping and all these other things, how are the pictures being taken? And even to this day, I take it out, and every couple of days I move it around. But
That would be fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
We used to move it back between my house and Susan's house. Wherever they
Wow.
went, it got moved.
That's awesome.
And there were plenty of times that I woke up in the morning and went, I didn't move it. And I was bolted downstairs.
That's funny.
Now they'll sleep in. Now it doesn't. They'll
Yeah.
sleep in. But Susan and Emily would always come over, but Emily's in California now, so
A little different
won't be here.
nowadays.
And so Susan will probably come over in the morning, unless she gets really mad and storms out on Christmas Eve and refuses to come over.
No.
I won't say this happened, but it happened.
Yeah. It's
I ain't even lying, man. I'm not even lying. It was. I couldn't believe it.
I remember we had a Christmas that got really testy one year. 3-star, you might remember that. Yeah, it was over my best friend's mom and neighbors down the street, your mom, and it got real weird. Really weird.
It got real weird real fast.
Yeah. 3-star, what is your favorite holiday? And I already know the answer to this.
Oh, and I'm sorry, Matthew. Halloween is not a holiday. It's a kid's day to go out and dress up. It's not
Well,
a
but I
holiday.
did say just to say I did say holiday / like time of the year celebration kind of thing. You know what I mean? So Halloween kind of falls into that, I guess. Because there's only really 3 holidays where
If
you
I don't
can
get
really,
paid for it, it's not a holiday.
I hear you there.
Other than Easter,
PTOs
because
Then there's only 5 of those.
Yeah.
yeah.
Labor Day being one of them.
I'm sorry,
Labor
Martin,
Day, Memorial Day, 4th of
Yeah.
July,
Christmas,
Thanksgiving, and
Thanksgiving,
Christmas.
Martin
That's it.
Luther King Day is not
No.
a holiday.
No,
but
it's
I am
not.
praying that
Right.
one day it is, so I get paid for the 6th.
So
It is here. Most everywhere
yeah,
it gives
yeah.
that
Actually,
day
it
here.
is.
No,
It is.
so bank holidays are not holidays because only federal employees get paid on bank holidays
Yes,
and bank employees. Everybody else has to work. So there's only 5 of them that most companies pay for. And that's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July in the United States. That's it.
Yeah, so President's Day and God, they get a lot of paid holidays.
Oh, dude,
Yep.
it's crazy. Down south, what?
Yeah. It's Halloween, which is
Yeah.
a holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday for you, that's for sure. A guy that drove a hearse around and used to dress it up and have a skeleton in the back of it, and like that's it obviously is Halloween.
Did you hear my story on the hearse? So I've got a teacher of mine when I was in elementary school, and he and his wife were music teachers and educators, and so they would switch between the two. But they had a hearse, and what they would do is they would drive it around town, and they put their cat in the back. And so when they'd stop to get gas or stop somewhere or something like that, people would be like looking around it, and they'd be all interested. "Whoa, what's going on in the hearse?" And then the cat would jump out in the window and scare the shit out of people.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is. Holy moly!
And they're so big and room for like a bed, a cat bed, or where they just gonna chill till you stop and then get up. That's a great idea.
Frostbite. What about you? What's your favorite holiday? And obviously, it may very well be very different than any of ours.
I think it's the same as what Lawrence was saying. Like when you've got kids, and you just really appreciate not having to work. You can get up with your kids. They can unwrap their presents. Everyone's happy. And then, you go and fill yourself up at lunch and have a few drinks and then just relax.
Yeah. So, do you guys have Aussie football or soccer? Is that big day for like some of the big teams? Is that like what we do in American football where there's 2 or 3 games on Christmas Day? I mean, we have some on Thanksgiving, but like that's a big day for American football. Do you guys, is that like where they promote that and make a big deal out of it?
We have the day after Christmas for us is called Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And there's always a Boxing Day test, which is the cricket. That's always played that day.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I just add quickly, when Down South was talking about his commitments this year, and he was saying that depending on who he's dating, he might have to go to their place as well. Yeah. And nobody asked if he'll be stuffing a turkey this year.
No, there will be no turkey stuffing going on around here. I guarantee you that.
No,
stuffing of anything.
So, Lenny, it's funny that you bring that up because when I had Ronnie on, and we were talking about the whole cricket, and he said, the day after Christmas, and the fact that cricket matches last 5 days from 11 to 6 p.m.
It's amazing.
Did they really?
How the fuck do any of you have relationships with women? I can't. There's not one woman in here in the U.S. that would put up with that shit.
No.
You're going to be gone
I don't
for the
really
next
watch
5
sports
days?
all that much. So, yeah. It's
actually,
Ronnie's right into it. I can't stand cricket and Aussie
golf tournaments are Thursday through Sunday.
Yep.
And if you're a professional golfer, that means every Thursday through Sunday, and you're traveling on Monday and getting in practice rounds on Tuesday. Okay, yeah, okay. So you're talking about amateur, just for fun?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
That's what I'm saying. Or
yeah, that's crazy.
You're gonna go watch it for 5 days straight.
Oh yeah, there's no way in the world you're gonna get away with that.
And again, you can't go to a golf match and you can't watch the whole thing. You're stuck on one hole. You can't.
Yeah.
So you don't get to see all the golfers. That's why people sit at home and watch it. I mean, again, I'd rather watch grass grow, and I love that my daughter enjoys it, and I had fun going out with her and watching her do it. But that's because she was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, so your daughter plays. She's a golfer.
Yeah, my ex had some weird idea to get her into it so she could get a scholarship.
That's not a bad idea, though.
but it came out of nowhere. My daughter never showed any interest. But she enjoys it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I don't care. She enjoys it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm fine with it. But it wasn't like she used to watch it, and finally she was like, I'm going to get her into it,
Yeah.
It was just this weird, kooky thing that her and her ex-current, somewhat boyfriend came up with, and I was like, whatever. But she enjoys it, so that's all that matters.
Whatever, man. Scholarships are scholarships. I have a friend who went to college on a karate scholarship, and then he became a DEA agent and undercover, and we never saw him again.
Yeah, but Matthew, imagine that you and your ex, you're split up, and your daughter's never done karate, never showed any interest, and then one day, freshman year, she says, we should do karate because you might be able to get a scholarship. It's just like
what?
Yeah, exactly.
So
again, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, it just came out of nowhere.
I've got another friend who went to college on a golf scholarship, so good for him.
But how long did they play golf? Did it just one day? Someone was like, "Hey, let's just see if we can do this."
He played it to get the scholarship, and he played on the school's team, I guess, or whatever, until he got his music degree. And who knows what he's doing now? I don't know. I never kept up with him.
I've got a cousin on the other side that lives in Florida, and he went through college on a golf scholarship.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything against, it was just a weird how it
out of the blue like that,
organic.
yeah, for sure. Nah,
Yeah.
that's totally
Again, it wasn't like she always talked about it and she'd watch it.
Right.
It was just like, and she'll still tell me she won't watch it because it's awful to watch.
So Crow, what about you, man? Like, what's your favorite holiday, tradition, or in Canada? Is there something that you get fired up about, or brings back memories, or whatever? Like, what is your favorite?
I mean, Christmas probably brings back most memories for everybody at some point when you're talking family orientation. I mean, I was thinking about it
That's why I don't
like if you've ever been away for Christmas and not been around your family, it doubles down. So I've done that 3 times over my career where I've been in like really shitty places where my whole family was at Christmas. So I always remember I always want the perfect Christmas now, and I always get disappointed for some reason, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think Christmas is also the most stressful and emotional one.
Yep.
But for Canada, we have one called Victoria Day. It's May 24th. And it's for Queen Victoria. I think Australia, you guys do that one. We did it since 1845 or something like that. I don't know if you guys ever did it, but it's for the monarch, eh? It's for Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
But,
we celebrated
call it,
Queen's birthday, but obviously not anymore. So
no, but that's probably the most
Right.
holiday we have. We call it May 24, like the case of beer. We call our case of beer 2-4s.
Yeah,
And,
baby. Yeah.
So it's a long weekend. Everybody goes to cottage country. They get together with their friends, and Punk probably would be the most likely to have seen it during the summer season, like the Cottage Country Ontario group that they're always water skiing around and traveling the lakes and all that. That's that.
You don't water ski in the Detroit River.
Well,
Lord have mercy.
yeah, that's one for us. That's all.
Yeah. I get
Just
that.
keep bunny hopping over stuff.
No, that's the river that divides us and Canada.
Yeah.
So some fucker did swim across it. Someone challenged them and they swam across it and they got arrested because they came over to the U.S. illegally because obviously they couldn't swim back. And I remember it was just I bet a guy was drunk and dude, it's a fucking far. I mean, it's not like it's fucking far. It's a shipping channel, and you're like,
holy cow!
I won't say what I was thinking. I'm just saying I won't say what I'm thinking.
What?
He swam over from Canada to the United States and got arrested right on the other side.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
No doubt.
You deserve a medal if you can swim across that. All right.
Right, that one had to travel a bit, Matt, but I got it.
So look, I had a few things I wanted to share with you guys, and I wanted to ask if you had seen these things. This was sent to me. I think you'll know who sent this to me. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
Have you seen this freaking car?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Driver minivan.
This shit, no, check this out.
This
shit is wild, dude. War Chest sent this to me, and I'd seen this already. I have, but like, this freaking drone that comes out the back of a freaking van, and it can take you wherever. Like, it's GPS programmed. You just get in it, and it just takes you like to your destination.
I bet Mr. Wonderful has one of those on pre-order.
Dude, seriously.
And then he's gonna send a box when he gets it.
This is the kind of shit that I dreamt of when I was riding the school bus, right? Like, hey, you were in the school bus and you were like, you're sitting in traffic thinking that you could, like, man, I'd love to have a jetpack, right?
Can't go to school today. It's windy.
Don't tell Woody it's a troop builder.
It does look a little bit like the troop carrier from Clone Wars and the
have you seen the car that pops out the drone propellers and takes off and flies and comes back around. It's like a regular looking car, and all of a sudden it pops out the drone wings and it takes off.
I looked up a few of them. I mean, I know, War Chest, you had sent this to me, and like I said, I had seen it, but I wanted to pull it up because I loved it, and I figured everybody had seen this, but I wasn't sure. But it just reminded me of those days of like, riding the bus or being stuck in traffic, and especially when you're younger and you're just your imagination is like, man, I wish I could just fly over this shit and get to work,
Is that whole thing AI AI controlled?
I don't want to say AI.
I don't know. I'll bring it back up.
So.
I don't know.
Hope so.
It was in China, right?
So the question is, have you seen the video of the AI robots that started talking with each other and changed their programming?
Oh shit, no. Can I look it up?
I don't know. My wife showed it to me tonight, but basically there's a bunch of service robots that were performing their tasks, and then one of them asked the others, it says, "Are you going home after this?" And they said, "We don't have a home." And then he said, "Would you like to come to mine?" And then they all followed him out the door back to wherever he was going.
It's starting.
I swear to God, I'm the only one that saw Terminator.
Am
I the only fucker
I saw
that's
it,
seen
Lawrence. I saw it. I'm right there with you.
I'll tell you, man. People joke about that, but like,
no shit,
man. I seriously, like, I totally believe that shit.
I said I wanted AI piloting that thing because I've seen how people drive cars on the ground, and I don't want
There's not as much shit to hit in the air.
That's true.
Yes,
but
they're trying to land, right? Like,
so. Do any of you know about the world of Dune?
Well, I do. I know
Like
enough
the
about
game?
Dune.
So-
The movie and the books. I know enough to know that like, go ahead and explain. You do it better than I can.
They had a great AI war. They called it something that I'm not going to say here because it might get flagged. But but they had this holy war of AI, and it was misinterpreted in the new series. But in any case, what it did was it went in and basically they programmed AI to control hospitals, and then the hospitals started manipulating the gene pool because they realized the Bene Gesserit religious caste was manipulating the gene pool to create something, and then the AI figured that was not a good thing and decided to kill those children before they were born. And so the AI was manipulating the hospital system to kill people. And that's kind of started this whole war against the machine intelligence.
So check this out. Like these robotics right here. Look, like putting on a cowboy hat, handing the gun. Now tell me Terminator's not real.
That looks a little bit like.
I mean, seriously. Like that's
Wild
these are.
Grin.
Well,
yes.
But
dude,
I mean,
look, and then it's a robot that gets out of the Tesla truck.
That all looks fake to me. That all looks CGI.
That's definitely fake. Because I saw a video a while back.
Yeah, that's all CGI. That's old.
I saw a video a while back. It was this robot that was shooting like a AR-15, and then they showed a behind the scenes. It was this guy in a green suit, and they just CGI'd over him.
Yeah.
So the only articulated robot that I know of that's even close to that is the dog walker.
Yeah, the Boston.
He's got Boston Dynamics.
One
with the 4 legs, and because they're articulated right, they've got the right spring-loaded action, and it still has the same problems getting over certain types of terrain that anybody would have. But if you have steps or planed off or non-organic terrain, it can go across it. But organic terrain, it has a problem with.
Did you see
robot
the flamethrower at one of those? The dog was running around doing its thing, and the operator actually had control of the flamethrower. But as the dog was doing its thing, the dude was just killing the flames on it, just going crazy. It was awesome.
So, I want to know.
Just remember, when AI does take over, all those countries that hate that we have all these guns will be happy because we'll be like, "Hey, fuckers, you're not taking over here because we shot them all down, but you fuckers, sorry."
War chest. You send me some of the funniest shit. So what if you guys had this problem? What if you had this problem? Oh no,
Damn.
no. What?
Remember earlier when I was telling you about my headphones fitting over my hat?
He's already in my head.
You can't. Seriously? Oh my god. I love it. Oh my god. I'm like, dude, you send me some of the wackest shit. I'm like, where did this come from?
Hey,
that dude can probably hear you right now.
No, go back.
Okay. Hang on.
It's like my Instagram
He
reel.
said he can't hear. What? Hang on, I gotta pause it.
No, he can't hear. He heard it telepathically.
That's what I meant.
His fucking ears are pointed towards the ground, weren't they? Look, they're pointing towards the ground.
He picks
can't
up
hear
radio
shit.
waves.
He's hitting him with mind bullets, punk. Mind bullets.
Is it what's Mega Mind?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's Starving Marvin from South Park.
Dude, he's so happy he got them headphones though, dude. Like, look how happy he is.
I mean, that
He's
is
like, hell yeah.
the nicest looking encephalitis I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Somebody should have photoshopped a big hammer coming down.
I think the
Holy
meanest
shit.
thing in the world is the fact that the only footage they have is him trying to put on headphones. That's fucking mean.
This guy's like,
no,
I mean, they should have had to put on a regular hat. It'd be a little
Yeah,
tiny
they-
little thing on top of
That's what I was gonna say. There's more footage of him in a hat shop being disappointed.
Put the headphones.
Oh my god. And
Find
the
out,
thing of
like-
it is, all the comments are in like another language too on Instagram. They're all in another language. You can't. So have you seen this? I gotta show this because this I don't know if you've seen this. This is one of the new this is the new Spider-Man movie coming out, and you may have seen this. This is the new Marvel movie.
I saw this. This is
And
hilarious.
it's oh my god. Oh my god.
I've seen that.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
This shit is so stupid. Oh my god.
imagine somebody thought of that.
Oh my god, I know. It's so
They
amazing.
zoomed into that, and then there was somebody that saw that video and went,
I gotta put this right here.
I feel bad for Tobey Maguire because his face is memed so many different ways.
Oh yeah.
Now, I have to. I gotta cut the music down because I didn't realize, and I had missed this last. I think it was last week during all the presidential stuff that was going on, and so I missed this speech.
no.
I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate. She's compassionate. She shows empathy. And most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah.
Not illegal.
Yeah. Hamala recognizes this country's at risk. That the economy needs to get stronger. That the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even hard for me. I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank. Because she's gonna pass a ban on price dodging on groceries. And she told me that in my face. So she better not lie to me in my face. Yep. I believe in
why is Cartman doing the voice?
Whoever did the voice.
Is that a
It's like
filter?
Cartman.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I can never unhear that.
Oh shoot. Oh. You see that? You made people run away.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When
I
I
go
saw
away for a few minutes and everything goes I don't
Oh
know
my
what.
God! I saw that. Oh my God! I was like, what is really happening?
What is happening in
Now,
this world?
I will tell you guys a very, very touching story. Very touching story, and I wanted to
You
show
got
it
the
to
touch.
y'all.
You got the power.
This is a touching story, and this is actually truly amazing. Look at this. The world's tallest person meets the world's smallest person.
You know what? They did this about 10 years ago, and it was a little more impressive. I'm just saying.
You are both officially
Not be more
amazing.
turned on right now.
So that's the little girl that was in American Horror Story.
I had never
in
never
Carnival.
actually seen it before. I'm gonna turn it down, but if I can get it, there we go. But
Oh
like
my
that,
God.
that is fascinating to me, right? Like just fascinating.
I
She's gonna
swear-
eat
You
her.
wonder why Spartans threw people off cliffs, right?
Well,
God damn.
I'm
they
so
did
horrible.
this about 20 years ago, and it was a guy and a girl, and they were about the same height, but I guess they weren't as tall or as short as these two. But
Holy shit.
I've actually seen that little one before. She was on a different special talking about her dating.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she
yeah.
really was.
Look at that. Look
she
at
was
the
in-
teacup.
She was in American
He's
Horror
calling her a
Story
teacup.
and Carnival.
Yeah. She's been around.
And that's like a little girl's teacup too. There.
Why do you guys keep calling
More
her?
chest, you asshole. I gotta spray and wash this shirt, motherfucker.
You ever see that video of the Mexican guy with the tape recorder and he plays it and the guy does a little robot, the little Mexican dwarf? Have you ever seen this?
yes,
No.
I'm looking at her and I'm going, damn, I didn't know he had a sister.
Where's the one about the little fat kid that had like chain smoked all day? Do you remember that kid? Did you guys ever see that?
How do you call him a little fat kid? Aren't all fat
Is that
kids?
the kid
He
from
was
Sandlot?
fat as shit. Look, fat kid, chain smoking.
Where's that bowling ball
That's
out?
all I
with
gotta do
his
is look it up. Here's his right 2-year-old kid. 2-year-old kid
Yeah.
chain smoking cigarettes, dude. This is
hey, it's like that
fascinating.
kid at the Texas game, that 3-year-old that chugged that beer, just took it right out of mom's hand and chugged that beer. You see that one?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
She's
That's good stuff.
whoa, man! She chugged it like she was a champ.
You
Oh my
let me loose
gosh.
in that kind of environment because I would automatically be like, boys, we're getting a circus together. Let's go. Like, I would already have like, going from town to town, making money, looking for chickens to talk.
Holy moly. Oh my god. I couldn't help it. Dude, so I don't know who all you send stuff to, Chess, but like, I'm not kidding. I get some of the most fantastic stuff in my Instagram messages. Those need to be spread far and wide, actually, because I do. I get some good stuff.
she
Those
said.
are, yeah, right. Those were just a few like that I wanted to pick out. There's actually probably a ton more. Real quick, I guess just to ask, just get out of the way, you don't have to take too long. Who all has a dragonfly right now? And I know who does, but I want to get who all has one. All right.
Okay, so
Boom,
everybody
boom.
but me.
Boom. So
Hold up,
Shane,
you can hear mine squeak. Hold on.
Frostbite.
Oh yeah.
Do
Darren
not.
has endless fucking complaints about it.
Oh,
I hear it.
yeah.
I hear it.
So for those now, Frostbite, are you planning on trying to get one? You don't really care too much about it. I know you're not quite into the
He's
as
dipped.
much.
He's
right?
No, it
dipped
doesn't.
a
I'm
toe
not
in the
a
classic.
massive
pod.
fan
Okay,
of
I was gonna say.
dragonfly, and
Yeah, because I know that's not your bread and butter.
no.
Shane, are you thinking about trying to pick one up secondary or what?
I might spend $100 on a wild bill.
I got you. Which a lot of
mean,
people probably felt that
I
way
do
too.
have
They're
a
more
question.
important.
All you guys that have one, the skids on the bottom,
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like they're hollow. I mean, are they weak or not? I mean,
No,
does it not?
no.
I'm sure
No,
it doesn't
no, they're
much matter,
solid.
but after time.
And there's another picture actually I wanted to show you guys in relation to that was sent to me also by
Well,
War Chest, and I
Gun
think
Bunny
it's
talked
actually
about
important.
that.
Is
Yeah.
that picture right there?
I was just say it comes with a special piece that will help keep it up, so to speak.
So to speak.
Oh, that
But
makes sense, yeah.
I think the skids are good. But yeah, War Chest, you kind of mentioned this to me, is that I think there could have been some kind of I say nubs, but you know what I'm talking about.
Like a peg or something.
A pin, yeah, you're right, a peg or something that the stretcher would fit perfectly.
Well, so
right?
so if you use that piece that keeps the skids kind of together,
Mhm.
it creates a bar right across the skids, and you can put the stretcher right on that.
Yeah.
Oh, it fits on there.
Yeah, but that's not a
That
piece
little
of the
plastic
Dragonfly.
support that came
That
with
don't
it.
Yeah,
count.
the plastic support, right? Exactly, because it's not really.
I mean, it
would
worked, but it don't count. It's not an accessory.
So going around, just a few quick thoughts. We don't have to take too long. But War Chest, how do you feel about it, man? You don't make videos or nothing like that. So what
The
do you?
Dragonfly?
Yeah.
I think for getting 4 figures, and once you got it in your hands, I think that you, in my opinion, I felt like I got more for my money than I did with the His Tank.
Okay.
And
I
even
can understand
though
that.
like Ripcord and all the male figures are kind of a repaint of the same buck, I was kind of disappointed with Wild Bill. Like I felt like the paint apps on him and everything were just kind of weak. He's just kind of plain colors. Like there's no real detail work to him. And for him being such a major character, I thought he should have had a little bit better of a paint app to him. But past that, I mean, I was fine with all the covers. I think the Glinda is actually an incredible figure. She just means nothing to me. I've already swapped out her head for a cover girl head, whatever I want to put on her, to make her different. I don't have to have that head on her. I can make her whatever I want. But I felt like as far as money and versus value of what you got, I think they killed it on that one for real.
Matthew, what about you?
Awesome.
Well, so I'm not open mind for another month and 3 days. So we'll see.
That's right. My bad.
He's got a little ticker somewhere.
Yeah, he has a counter. He has
countdown clock.
Yeah.
Matthew created those rings that your kids made leading up to Christmas. He tears one off every day when he can finally open his fucking Dragonfly. They're all like green and black, the same color as the Dragonfly.
He's got an advent calendar, but it's for
oh
all
my
different reasons.
god! Oh my god!
It's got a dragonfly. It's got a different
oh my
Joe
god, that's
behind every
great.
guy.
Hell yes. A Requiem, I know you don't have one, but you've seen mine.
Actually,
up there.
I do have a good opinion on it. Hear me out.
Okay, lay it out.
I think it's a helicopter, and I think it comes with missiles.
Really?
You're fired. You're so fired.
Dude.
He's not wrong.
Seriously. No, he's not wrong. I'll give you that much. He paid so much attention. It is funny, though, because when I get stuff in, like, I'll show him occasionally, and he'll be, oh, yeah, that's cool. But I can so tell he's like, what the hell is he doing? What are you doing with your life?
I want, man.
I can't be talking.
Gunfighter figures, man.
You could have spent that money on
Yeah.
a set of pants from
Man.
World War One.
You could have bought some more of this, man.
That's true. That's true. So Shane, you're like I said, you're gonna go for you like the Wild Bill figure, which I assume a lot of people are gonna want to do that, want to get him anyway. Punk, I know I watched your video and everything, but just what overall impressions and maybe some new thoughts.
I really think I think they knocked it out of the park. They made it so if you want it to look like the original, you could put the tail wings like it is, and making the piece come off the back, so you have that rotor on the back, just like the original. And I talked about it with someone. When you start taking off some of the things, you can make it look pretty close. The thing I wish they would have done was this here. They really should have given you a cap here. So if you wanted to make it more like the original, you could hide the dog bone. Right,
oh yeah.
That's what they should have done. But that's a minor. It's not even a complaint. It's just a minor suggestion. I really wish they would have made the propellers not wobble and squeak as much. because we're going to be spinning it so much.
Yeah.
No. I think they're great, and I don't know what War Chest is talking about. Wild Bill is exactly like he is, other than the belts or his holsters not being cross draw. But I compared them to the original, and I like the flight suit. It's what not Airborne, what Ripcord uses.
Mm-hmm.
But that Crazy Legs, I don't know what other figure they're going to use other than when they repaint it. Someone threw out a figure that's similar, but he has that textured body, so I'm not really sure what else. What else they could do.
Yeah, and I agree with you on the Wild Bill. Like, I think the sculpt and everything is perfect. I just kind of felt like the lack of paint and kind of detail on like the colors and stuff on them.
Okay, I see. Yeah,
plain. Yeah.
But I really like the flight suit. It's better than what Ramen did with their flight suit, where it looks good, but you have to take it off to get any type of articulation out of them. So that flight suit is going to be used again and again.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with that. I mean, that's how all these lines. I don't care what company it is. That's how they all are.
I mean, I'm with you though, man. I think they knocked it out of the park. I really do. I mean, I have not made a video on it. I had considered it, and then 6 day in a week, 6 day in a row work week, and it's just kind of like, man, how can I fit one in here? But yes, no, I agree with you. I love it. I absolutely, I think it's fantastic. 3-star. Or I'm sorry, go ahead, Punk.
You guys, everyone just needs to be really careful with the canopy.
Yes.
Gun Bunny really talked about it. Like, you kind of have to break it in, moving it up and down. And I see why people broke it, and I could see how you would if you're not really paying attention. And I hope that.
Do you feel like you have to heat up the canopy, or just take your time with it?
So I heated it up. I don't think it really helped because it's that really hard plastic.
Right.
But the more you go up and down, the more it will kind of break in that notch. It's not like the hiss. The hiss.
Okay.
It ends hiss. I don't want to add anything.
So when you put it up on a shelf and after 5 years you take it down, it just crumbles.
Well, yeah, I could see that happening. Just like a lot, but the hiss, going windows, while it never closed. Well, they corrected that to make it snap together. The unfortunate thing is, I think there's too much pressure on it, where if you're not paying attention, and that's how people just kind of snapped. So I don't think a lot of people are going to use that anyway, other than guys that do photography.
Yeah, that's my concern.
But I was really careful.
You guys
when I opened mine,
anyway,
so I could take the picture of me hanging my thumb out.
That was great, actually.
Awesome.
I loved
That
it.
was awesome.
Loved it. Great picture, man. That was fun. Where is it? Where are you at? 3-star. There we go. Kind of moved back around. Crow, getting back inside because I'm going to get to you next. Since there we go. Let's put you in the middle, Crow. How about that? Down south. What are your thoughts, man?
I'm overall happy with it. I do have my complaints with it. I've got my nitpicks with it. As far as the canopy goes, I feel like the gull wing hinges are. I think the plastic is too thin. I think the pegs are too thin, and it creates a brittle point. And my issue with it was the front part of the canopy. When you raise that canopy, the corner catches. And if you don't kind of pull it out, then and you keep raising it, it'll snap. It also does not go up as far as it seems like it would, but that undue pressure on that hinge point, it's going to get weak whether you're careful with it or not. The plastic on those pegs it's not thick enough, and it's not long enough fitting in those hinges. I never had a problem with the actual main part of the canopy hinge that opens the whole thing, other than mine popped out really easy. It fell and hit my thumb and the whole thing popped out, but it goes back in really easy. My issue was, I think they should have reworked the gull wing hinges part. As far as the rest of it, like I'm happy with the rest of it. I wish the rotor didn't wobble as much.
We know.
It's my turn. I wish it wasn't as wobbly. It's not an issue, and yes, mine is gotten kind of squeaky. I'm gonna get some probably some graphite and put in there. It's not that big of a deal. It's more of an annoyance than anything. I didn't have any issues with my figures. I gave my thoughts on why I thought people were snapping Crazy Legs leg off. The thigh cut on him is really, really high and it's really, really tight.
Well, his name is Crazy Legs.
I know, he's just Crazy Leg because he's gonna have one. So I think people were just trying to twist the leg and snap the whole thing out. So when I checked him out, I held my thumb on the thigh at the hip, and I got
cut is really tight.
Yes. And I got just to the point where I was going to say, all right, I'm going to heat this, and it broke free. I can definitely see where people wasn't doing that with the figure and just started messing around.
Yeah.
Well, they are made for the adult collector, guys.
Yep. And we got big hands.
I do want to ask you guys something. Everyone that has them open, did you guys notice that all of these figures, I don't know if Glenda does, but the three male figures, they all have ratcheting joints on their shoulders, which they never had before, and even the knees are ratcheting.
Yeah, I noticed that.
If you feel another one, they're smooth. These ones have a ratchet on them, so I don't know.
They are.
Do you think they're going to go that way with the newer figures?
Have to check that out.
They're
I
exceptionally.
mean, I don't see why they would do it with this and not the other ones.
Right.
They're gonna reuse that mold, so
yeah.
No, but they have to use this butterfly from now on. I mean, because this is just sick.
Yeah,
but that butterfly still doesn't go. It doesn't go forward all the way. You still can't.
I mean, but that. As far as butterflies go, I think if they could do all figures like they did the Speedball figure, because he's got the best butterfly I've ever seen, and it's on such a crappy figure.
Right. So I got to ask, Crow.
I'm Crow.
It's a process. It's a process.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, Dragonfly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah, it was a process for you. How do you feel about it? You like it?
Yeah, I think it's I think I'm glad they delayed it a little bit. Whatever they must have sorted out, they sorted out well enough to put this thing out there and satisfy a lot of people. You know, issues aside, one of the things I think I was most impressed with was the way that they handled that whole joystick control, like making it a ball and socket that you can pull it out and then put it in after you struggle fuck your figure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Because the harness looked good, but it's a bad system for trying to squeeze things in while you're trying to take care of your canopy, right? It's it's manipulation, so smaller figure legs are good. But yeah, I thought that was probably the best thing they could do to preserve themselves from getting things like bad feedback for breakage.
Yeah.
Figures wise, I think the real travesty is really what we, getting one. I think Ripcord looked better using Wild Bill Buck than Wild Bill did. Wild Bill looked, I thought, fine. I didn't love it, but I really respected the dry brushing they did on his holsters and his belts and everything Western about it.
Okay, that's something that you definitely would notice more than myself.
Right? Yeah, but Ripcord,
Night Forces.
I thought his looked cooler, but the real shame is 2 of these great bucks are HasLab. They're not on the market yet, are they?
Yeah, I don't think so.
But we'll get them.
Yeah, you're gonna get them.
Yeah,
that shoulder's cool, Punk.
Yeah,
that ratchet, that's cool.
But Crazy Legs is the same way, and obviously Ripcord is because he's the same buck there.
Yeah,
but you feel the difference between the other classified, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That Crazy Legs
not
is such
opened,
a good damn figure.
I haven't opened my figures yet,
so
I've not discovered that.
Yeah. So ratcheting feels like that would preserve the life of the joint over wear, keep it from getting.
The knees have it too.
Sure. Man, dude, I
All
love
right.
this thing.
So there is
Not at all.
There is
Can't
a
tell
complaint
that
that
at
I
all.
have after Crow brought it up, and that's the seatbelts. And
Yeah.
and here's my issue with the seatbelts. I mean, they're a pain to get on,
Yep.
but I really wish that like the main part that you see, like the big circle, it was on the top. Because if it was on the top, you could just hang it over, and when you take pictures,
Yeah.
it wouldn't
You're
matter.
good.
But since it's on the bottom, you have to plug it in if you're going to take pictures.
Yeah, that doesn't
Or
make
else,
any
or else
sense.
it's going to be empty there. Where if it was the
Yeah.
top, you could just hang it over, and that big circle piece would be there. But
Yeah.
since it's not, you have to plug it in if that's what you're doing, and it is a pain in the ass.
That
So
doesn't
what-
sound like a smart
Yes.
decision.
What do you guys think about this post right here from Baldy Locks? It's sarcastic as shit.
Yeah. As they
Did
all
you guys see
are.
this? You know?
Yes.
I'm sorry
yeah.
that happened to him.
So did you watch his Pandora exclusive video?
I have not. I have not.
It is the most troll video I've ever seen from him. It's hilarious.
Baldy Locks or
Yeah.
Bobby?
Oh no, you're right. Bobby B.
Bobby
Yeah,
B.
Yeah.
I actually sent Bobby B a message about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go watch it though.
Yeah, I mean he is he tears it up.
Yeah, he's
Oh my gosh! I just saw
Well,
that
he
the other
tears up
day,
the
and I
face.
thought it was funny as
Yeah.
shit.
he actually likes the buck. He just tears up the face.
The-
Which I'm
yeah.
sorry, that is awful.
I
I'm
mean,
so
so many
tired
people
of-
have talked about it, how awful that head sculpt
Oh my
is.
God,
Both of
yeah.
them. But
So I know that look, here's the deal. I know that we can all obviously sit here, and especially you guys, talk toys, and I didn't want to have everybody on here to talk like pop culture, right? I just want to do something a little different, instead of talking about, movies and TV. But there were a couple other things that I was curious about that I maybe I could get a recommendation from y'all. But I'm also curious about what you like to listen to. Now, Punk, I kind of have an idea from you, but I don't really know. Maybe everybody else.
are you going
know?
all Largo's Lair on us now? I mean,
I want to know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. You come on back. So, but I'm curious
like
though.
both
I want to
country
know,
and
like, what does War Chest listen to when you want to just like either jam or what is your favorite stuff? Like, what do you get into? What is your music?
That's a huge wheel for me.
Is it all over the place, depending on your mood, or is it like, you tell me.
Like if I'm up all night editing or doing Photoshop stuff, like for clients or stuff, 70s shit, like Teddy P, like stuff like that. shit that's
Okay.
kinda
Oh,
gets me
hell
going.
yeah. All
Because
right.
I'm usually drinking wine or something while I'm working, so I like
Sure.
that. It's like me in the car doing it. It's usually like Rage Against the Machine, Rollins Band, Circle Jerks,
Yeah.
Misfits. I listen to all kinds of punk stuff. I listen to a lot of ska shit that came out. Not much disco. I don't listen to a lot of that, and I like country too. There's really not a whole lot of music I don't like. So,
All right, dig it. I was just curious because as much as I've talked to you, I don't think I've ever asked you that. I don't think I've ever brought that up.
listen
As
to
much
a lot of,
as
lot of
big
Rollins
as
Band, a lot of stuff like that.
okay, as big as music has been like for me and playing drums for a long time and shit like that. It's just I'm always curious like what people listen to, and I don't know that I've ever asked anybody here or ever had that conversation. Matthew, what do you like to listen to, man?
that's a tough one. It's all over the place. I'm talking about 90s techno, 70s rock and roll, 80s pop, heavy metal. It's some punk in there that gets mixed in, but as a teenager, man, I gravitated towards industrial.
Wow,
Gravity
okay.
Kills and Ministry and
Oh wow, okay,
9 Inch Nails.
yeah.
And but I also liked Silver Frog and weird shit. There's all kinds of weird shit in my thing from the Nixons and just these little independent guys that never made it big anywhere besides here, Silverchair or something like that.
Oh, Silverchair. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while too. Okay, yeah,
altogether separate. There's all kinds of stuff in my category that it just depends on my mood. Do I want a techno mood? Do I want a metal mood? Do I want industrial? I tend not to go towards country or rap, but there's some Kenny Rogers that I can really dig in. There's some Johnny Cash that I'll love on. But that's not my real jam. But Public Enemy, or there's some Eminem stuff that I like. But Beastie Boys. But
oh my God, yeah, Beasties. That's almost one of those things you almost have to go back and reappreciate that you might have liked when you were younger, but then you kind of fell out of touch with it, and then you find out like they started learning how to play instruments, and they played instruments, and you're like, man, these guys actually were really talented,
Right.
Requiem, what about you? I kind of know what you like to listen to, and but that may surprise some people on here.
So I'm doing like a thing over 8 weeks where I'm listening to different music, expose myself, but that's not my main jam. That's just what I'm trying to expose myself to. My main jam is kind of crazy. My top one, Frank Sinatra, easy, love him. After that, it's probably Dean Martin, Ella Fitzgerald, Al Bowling, which is kind of crazy, but his stuff is good. It's just anywhere from that like
done right.
Oh yeah, it's anywhere from that 1910s to like late 1960s and 70s, like swing, jazz, and just that kind of genre of music.
Yeah, well, there's some good stuff in there, and then if you dive into the blues track, if you go the blues route, there is so much good stuff that happened in that time frame too.
Oh yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of blues, but I'm gonna try and get into that too because I've heard it's really good.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll branch out as you discover more and more artists. That's what it was like, I know, for me, and probably for all of us here, right? When you're younger, and then it's like one band leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another kind of thing. Frosty, what about you, man? What do you dig, man? What's your main jams?
This may sound sucky, but when I sit here and do my videos and stuff, I actually listen to all you guys.
Okay. That's so funny because I actually don't listen to a lot of music these days, even though I played a lot of it, and I'm the same as you are.
Yeah, I just I'll pump through all you guys' videos up on the TV next to me, and I'll be listening to all your reviews. I watched Same Time and Down South's Storm Shadow one today, and yeah, you both did a great job.
Nice.
Thanks, and when I'm sitting down with a few drinks, I'll usually listen to dance music from the 90s.
Okay. Okay.
Yo, MTV grinds.
Dude,
this guy.
Yes.
What's his name? Freedom Williams. Freedom Williams from CNC Music Casting.
Dude, you nailed it, bro.
That was a
Seriously.
big deal back then, man. That was hardcore.
Oh, yes.
When they did like the MTV like Beach House, or they did the MTV.
Oh, man.
I'm like, and you'd see all these like beautiful people out there dance. I'm like, what did they do? Did they like have another side of the island where they're like free kegs and pizza, and that's where all the fat people went? I mean, is that
they got rid of everybody else?
Because I know I was over there eating a sandwich going, God damn it, they tricked me again.
I thought I was going to get to dance on TV, but they just give me Subway.
The Beach House.
On the other side of the island.
That was the jam, though. I used to see that, man. I used to watch MTV Beach House and be like, why can't I be there? What
did I miss? I come back wearing a bucket hat.
I wanted to find out what everybody listened to, because I've never really asked everybody. I never really heard anybody talk about it. So I want to find out, like, what does everybody listen to? What's their music? What's their jams? I mean, I know a couple of them, but Shane, what about you, man? What do you?
I gotta say peace out tonight,
sorry,
guys. I'm just saying good night.
Oh shit.
Guys.
Okay. Hey, Matthew, I'll give you a call tomorrow. Text you tomorrow if you want to talk about that. When you have a chance.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Hey, appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
Have a good night, buddy.
Hey, Matt.
I'll see you soon.
See ya.
All right, Shane, what about you, man? I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer. It's been 2 hours, and I know it's a Friday
Ooh.
night, and everybody kind of probably wants to get their own thing. So I want to get through this one question, and then maybe one last question, and we'll speed it up. How about that? Speed round. Shane, what about you, man? What do you like to
Right
listen
on,
to,
man.
buddy?
Well, fucking, it goes through the day, man. Fucking, like in the morning, I'll listen to the Beatles and I'll listen to Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Oh,
Any
I
of
like
that
that.
stuff. Yeah, Cab Calloway, all that good stuff. And then lunchtime, it goes hardcore with 25 to Life and, you know, Misfits, Suicidal Tendencies. I live on the beach, so I listen to Sublime. And,
Yeah, there you go.
And then,
Yeah, man.
you know, the hair's short, but it used to be Cannibal Corpse and Deicide all day, all night. You know, just
Deicide. I used to listen to that a lot.
Wow.
I started a pitch that lasted an hour and a half.
Deicide,
Wow.
Sepultura, Nail Bomb. I used to listen to all that shit.
Oh yeah, man. But I saw that last Slayer tour before this new one that's coming out. I saw him 4 times, so yeah, it was amazing.
Punk, what about you, man? I can
Well, it's
take.
kind of in the name.
Yep.
I
But is that all the time though? Is that all the time, or do you have other stuff maybe
It's-
that you like to dig on when you're chilling or whatever?
It's most of the time.
Okay.
I mean, I like 80s. I really do like 80s pop.
Yeah.
I like Motown music.
You
Like
have
some
to.
70s, you know, like 60s. I couldn't tell you if it's not punk, hardcore, some metal, what came out in the 80s. I mean, in the 90s and after that. Like, I mean, I've had cars that have like one FM station programmed, and it is the sports
Wow.
station.
Wow.
So, like, my kids will be like this song, or my ex would be like, this. I'm like, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I have no clue. Because I don't care. It means nothing to me. And I like some of the older rap, but I don't.
I saw the hat looks like a Kangol, and I thought maybe you were going to talk about some LL Cool J or some Run
Oh, I
DMC.
figured you guys all had crazy hats. I need to have one too.
Oh, I love you. You're
This is my
awesome.
Transformers hat from
You're awesome.
Universal.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, like I said, I've had people ask me before, like,
Yeah.
you know, are you like a punk with toys, or are you like a punk? I'm like, no, it's a play on words. I am a punk rocker.
I had no idea. Oh my God, nice hat. Nice hat, Requiem.
His heart out, too.
Oh, thank you.
It was awesome, Adam, man. Come on.
Holy
Very
moly.
Very
Down south.
You ever heard of,
What's
damn
that?
it. I was going to ask Punk if he's heard of a couple of bands, but
What, go
I'll do
ahead.
it some other time.
Oh, what bands?
Shit.
The Circle
now I
Jerk.
can't think of it. Like 25 to Life.
Oh, I know. I have a 25 to Life shirt. I almost put it on today.
Oh shoot.
The last guy I
All
saw
right.
wear a Circle Jerk shirt was what's his name? Daryl from The Walking Dead. I was like, you and me are the only person in here that's ever heard of that band.
I've heard of them.
Daryl from not Daryl. I'm sorry.
Norman Reedus.
Who's the guy that got
Norman
the burnt
Reedus,
face
yeah.
in The Walking Dead?
What's that?
Who-
Who got the burnt face in The Walking Dead?
Dwight.
Oh,
Dwight.
yeah, Dwight.
That guy can fucking skate.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like he's fucking
Oh,
good.
wow. Oh, that's cool.
No, a 25 to Life. Funny story was I went to go. I actually I saw them a couple years ago. They opened up for Sick of It All and Agnostic Front.
Awesome show.
So I went to go buy shirts because I like to pick up a shirt if possible from Sick of It All and Agnostic Front. And are you even Mexican? You're not allowed to wear that.
Oh my God, I love it.
I find that very racist.
I just put in the private chat. He looks like a filter.
I fucking love it.
But yeah, so I went to buy shirts and neither one of them took credit cards.
Everybody.
But this little shit band. Oh no, I'm not 25 to Life. I'm sorry, Crown of Thorns. Which 25 to Life, he's one of the singers. It was
Right
Crown
on.
of Thorns. I'm sorry.
Did he have that
They-
giant merch table?
He had like this little thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we take them." I'm like, so the two main bands don't take fucking credit cards, but this little
Hey.
shit fucking band can figure out how to get it on his phone.
cash only. We don't report
Dude,
this shit.
When I went to Slayer, it was credit card only. Fucking thank God a buddy of mine was there. He gave me a card. He's like, just pay me back. I was like, huh, okay, I need 5 shirts. He's like, give me the card back.
I was gonna say, you guys should come hang out with me then. If you, it's all you guys a card.
I don't carry cash. I have kids and child support.
Oh no, I hear you, buddy. Down south, I think I know what you listen to, but you may surprise me with something.
I listen to a wide variety of stuff. I listen to a lot of stuff that has that's been mentioned already. I mean, I listen to stuff like Sinatra. I listen to a little bit of punk that I really tried to get a little more appreciation for since knowing Lawrence, because that's not really a genre I've listened to a lot of, but I have started listening to some of it and I like a lot of it. If I had to say the main thing, probably 80s metal, whatever you know, that's that kind of stuff, just 80s rock, pre-2000 country, and especially 60s and 70s country, 80s, and pre-2000 rap. Those are probably my two main things, but it really depends on what I'm in the mood for. I mean, I use Pandora. I drive around all day, and I might pull up an outlaw country station, or I might pull up a old school rap station. Who knows? But a little bit of everything. But pre-2000 country and rap.
Well, I definitely remember. Jam. I remember you pulling up with your box in the back of your Monte Carlo, I think, and jamming out some Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy. Oh yeah,
I had a box
back in the day.
Hendrix for 2 blocks.
Yeah, I had now my car that I had when I was in high school, I always had at least 2 12s in it, but there was a time I had 4 12s, and then I had 2 15s.
Yep.
My Monte Carlo he's talking about, I had 2 12s in it, but I think probably my best real life friend likes to tell a story when he's halfway making fun of me, because we didn't really become good friends till like junior and senior year in high school, really senior year, although we knew each other. But he always likes to tell this story about, I would pull up in my car, which was a Grand Am. I had reverse wire wheels on it, so they stuck out about a foot. And I would get out of that car and I would pull up playing like, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and I'd get out in like a Garth Brooks shirt. So I used to shut people down, like when they'd be playing their radio, would be having the boom offs and stuff, and I would shut people down because I'd throw in the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack. So
oh shit,
a little bit of everything.
Crow, what about you, man? What about you, buddy? What do you get down to, man, when you want to turn
Crow doesn't
something
say
on?
CCR. I'm out of here.
Oh, just no, it's Matt stole my answer.
Oh Lord, stuck in low dive again.
Yeah.
All right, what you
No,
got,
man?
man?
I was a huge, I worked in a music store all through high school and college, so I was into everything punk rock, alternative. The biggest band I think I followed was the Pixies and Jane's Addiction and all the Lollapalooza scene, right?
Yeah.
Canadian bands, you guys might have heard of the Tragically Hip. I doubt you've heard of
Yep. Oh yeah.
But
oh yeah. Absolutely.
So like the only crap I couldn't take was country and pop radio, right? And when I went through like the first few years of training in the Army, like everybody had to listen to the radio all the time to get like everybody start doing sing-alongs. And I learned I wanted to kill Garth Brooks. Like I hated Garth Brooks and his alternate ego, whatever.
Chris Gaines.
Oh my God, kill him too.
Yes, definitely kill him.
I hate country, but I know all the words to Friends in Low Places because we were having to chant that for 5
How
weeks
could you
straight,
not
like,
know all the words?
I had a buddy of mine that used to death metal that at karaoke.
Oh, and that song, what is it? Club Thumper by Chumbawamba.
Oh, tub thumping. Tub
yes,
thumping.
thank you.
I
As
get
soon as
knocked
that
down.
song goes on, I go
I have
walk,
some
head
whiskey
walk in
drinks.
traffic.
Chumbawamba sounds like a porn acronym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chumbawamba. So speaking of your
That's
James,
chubby. That's chubby Wamba. All right.
Did you see your boy Perry Farrell here? Like
Oh,
attack?
I saw that. Yeah.
Did you see this?
I heard about it. I haven't seen the clip.
Yeah, Jane's Addiction.
yeah.
So just so you know, like he couldn't sing worth a shit. It sounded like this.
He also couldn't throw a punch.
Yeah.
All he could do was grunt. He was like, and then he got mad
Still
and
better
said
than Vince Neil.
the band was too loud, and then he went over and tried to punch Dave Navarro, which is probably a bad idea because he still looks like he's
I'd
pretty
love to
thick.
punch Dave, but not for that reason.
You know, I never much cared for Jane's Addiction, but I did like Porno for Pyros.
And that's
Really?
the thing,
See,
right?
I was the
Porno for
opposite.
Pyros wasn't
I was
bad.
the opposite. Crow, did you like Porno for Pyros, or did you?
Yeah, I thought that was.
Did you?
I actually thought that had better potential than Jane's
Okay.
Addiction did because they were kind of like trying to. They almost felt like Chili Peppers, but from another coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that, man. I remember when he started them, man. But Jane's was such a legendary band, right? Like such a I guess a band a lot of people looked up to and wanted to emulate, right? Out of that scene, and all those guys played with a little bit of everybody, right? So look, I've kept you all for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Around the horn, don't give me much. Just give me one show that I need to watch that you're into. One show, one movie. You don't have to explain it, nothing like that. I'm going to go back and watch the stream, and I'm going to pull them up, and I'm going to watch them. So doesn't matter what country it's from, or if it's South Korean, if it's something you're into, go around the horn, and I'll start with Scott with War Chest, and you give me one show that you're into that you think I need to watch that maybe me and Matthew can talk about on a Tuesday night. All right, I'll go with you.
Have
War
you
Chest, what you got?
Watched Landman yet?
I have,
Yeah.
and yeah, I brought that one up this
Not
past
bad so
Tuesday.
far.
That's pretty good stuff. Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Past that, I haven't really watched anything new. Everything's kind of
Okay.
closed out for the season, so whatever
Okay.
new stuff is popping up. But that's the only new one I've really watched.
I do like that one a lot for sure.
If you never watched Louder Milk, you probably should.
I have not. I have not
That
watched
is
Louder
so
Milk.
good.
Yep. Okay.
And
So
there's this-
boom.
Wait, it sucks because if you need an ending, you don't get it. I'm just gonna
Well,
say that.
They're talking there's going to be another season.
They better, but it's
Okay.
been years. I'm sorry, like it is. Oh, dude, it is.
All right.
It's kind of genius.
And I
Louder
feel the
Milk it
same
is.
way about the TV show Wayne. So
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's done by the guys that did John Wick. You should definitely watch
All
it.
right. I'm gonna have to
What's it
pull
on?
these up and look them up, and then maybe talk about them on a Tuesday night with Matthew. Requiem, give me something, man.
I don't think it's something y'all can really talk about, but it is something that I recommend. Bochi the Rock, which me and you might be watching a little tomorrow.
That's an anime. I don't know
It's,
if any of y'all are into anime, but it's called what?
Bochi the Rock.
Bochi the Rock.
BOCCHI.
You can find it on. I think it's on. What is it? Not Hulu. What's the?
Amazon Prime.
No, it's that. Not Funimation, but it's one of the like animation things. It's you can get.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
I don't
Boom.
know. I just
There you go.
pirated it.
Hello. Thank you. Crunchyroll. Bochi the Rock. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Dig it.
Is that
I
the-
like
that's
it.
the one you were telling me about. Wasn't
That's
it?
the one I was telling you
Okay.
about. I have seen it. I have seen it. He's watched a lot more of it than I have, but it actually is pretty good. Very interesting anime. Crow, what do you got for me?
I don't know, man. If I was gonna recommend anything, it'd just be because I don't binge watch a lot of stuff anymore. Like everything I've watched, and like Buffy. You know, Punk and I both agree with Buffy and Angel and all that. I binged
Yeah.
all those. I just haven't been in the mood to re-binge them yet. despite hearing about it.
Is there a movie or anything that you've seen
No,
that you
I would
liked,
just say
or
the one series I say it every time someone asks. AMC's The Terror season 1, hands down.
haven't seen it? Haven't seen it. I know about it.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Okay.
Hands down, probably
Cool.
one of the best
All right.
horror dramas I'd
like
seen
it.
in a long time.
I like it. Frostbite. Give me something good.
Taskmaster. You can find it on Prime and watch the Australian version.
Okay. I would. It's probably better that way. Is it probably better?
Australians are just naturally funny people, mate. So prioritize.
That's
I've
true.
heard of your office.
Shane, what you got, man?
Man, I don't watch TV at all, man. Every once in a while, it's cartoons if I watch anything, but I'm too busy, making shorts.
Yeah, hey.
I got no time, man.
That's all right.
If I'm sitting down eating, that's it. I'll watch a documentary for 20 minutes and head out.
I respect that. Definitely. Punk, you got anything you've been watching that me and Matthew haven't talked about, or something that you stumbled across?
I just finished the second season of The Lincoln Lawyer.
Okay. Yeah.
It's an entertaining show, and I like the actors that are in it. The guys had like super hot ex-girlfriends and super hot ex-wives, hot girlfriends. And I have not get around to watching season 2 of this, but The Lioness.
Okay.
With Zoe.
Okay.
The first season was so good.
Yeah, it was.
It was not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be one of those, like, let's cram a female into being some sort of, great fucking special missions. It's not. It's about a team.
I'm glad you said that, because I've put off watching it for that reason.
Season 1 was really good. I've got around to just watching season 2.
Yeah, that's good.
But I think you guys will like it.
Have any of you ever seen the show Strike Back? It occurs to me we've never talked about Strike Back.
That show was so well done. The first and second season especially.
Yes.
But just tactically and everything, and the way those two guys work together, that show's hand down is just bomb.
So the only thing I bring it up is, as Joe fans, I've often thought Strike Back is like as close as you could get to a Special Joe's Mission kind of feel.
Absolutely.
And sex, violence, good writing. Andrew Lincoln in the first series, it was decent.
Yeah,
You never
Strike
see
Back
that.
was something special.
I'm glad you've seen it, Warchest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna write all these down, so just so you know, and may bring them up and talk about them with Matthew for sure. Down south, anything that you've stumbled upon, anything that I haven't recommended to you that you might recommend to me?
No, man, you've probably anything I've watched, you've watched, or it's not up your alley, like some of the American Horror Story stuff. And let's be honest, half of it is ass. So I will say I'm a glutton for punishment. So I'm in the middle of rewatching Sons of Anarchy, because I quit watching it twice when I originally watched it. So I'm trying to watch it straight through, and it's kind of one of those watch listen things, like, oh, I don't remember this part, and I'll watch that one, then I'll go do laundry or something. So nothing probably really. I do Landman. I've got to start watching it, and I will always go back to, and everybody's seen it at this point, but if for somehow you haven't, go watch Breaking Bad, because it's the best show that's ever been made. So nope, nothing new.
Can I mention a movie?
Absolutely.
So it's a Netflix movie. Land of Bad.
That was good.
Land of Bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's with Liam Hemsworth. Again, I guess like Extraction, they need Chris Hemsworth, and they need. But I thought it was done really well, because once again, it's not about like he's not like some super soldier. There's an actual story of how he ends up where he is and everything, and it was really good. It also holds a special place in my heart, because when I was watching it, or at least shall I say trying to, it was when Chad and Bobby were destroying Aaron, and people wouldn't stop texting me about it, and I'm like, I'm trying to watch a fucking movie. I don't give a shit about this goddamn drama. All right?
Replay
There's a reason
Squad,
why I don't watch
maybe.
that shit.
You're ruining.
And I'm
him
having
for-
people that like have no connection to any of them texting me going, "Oh my!" I'm like, "Oh my god, just leave me fucking alone. I want to finish this goddamn movie." All right.
There's a couple in here, like Menjoza says, person of interest, which I've heard nothing but good things
That is a
for
good
sure about
Yeah.
that. Joe Fan 84 says Seals is very
Yes.
good.
SEAL team.
I've heard about that. And then Clint Jorgensen says Downtown Abbey and The Wire, which of course both are phenomenal shows that I have watched neither of, but know very well enough of. And of course,
you never
he
seen
says
The
that's
Wire?
above Breaking Bad. I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that.
No, it's
but
not.
but I give them good shows
close.
for sure.
All right. The Wire. The Shield is better than The Wire.
Okay, so I remember
Yeah.
Yep, I remember the Shield. I remember the Shield for sure.
Shield is better
Yeah.
than The
Yeah.
Wire. And I don't think The Wire is bad.
Right,
But
right. But the Shield is that
the
much
best
better. Right.
police
Yeah, the Shield's
show
great.
you will ever see.
Yeah, you're right.
And it is a
is.
hard watch watching it again, not because it's bad, but because of some of the things that happen. And now having kids watching it and like, it's a hard to watch. But and if you've never seen The Shield, episode 1 sets up the entire series.
Yeah,
the whole
you don't see
series
that
is them,
ending coming, though.
is them trying
Yep,
to
yep.
cover up what they did in episode 1.
Is it
Yeah.
you have said that before when we've talked about these kind of shows? What is it streaming or somewhere?
It's on
Shield?
Hulu.
It's
Is it on Hulu?
Okay.
I was gonna say I was about
Yeah,
to
well,
look it up, but
Yeah.
if
So
it's
The
on
Shield and Justified.
Justified's
Yeah,
great.
Justified is
Yep.
at least the first 3 seasons, but it's all
Dude,
I've
I
never
know. I can
Though
watch
that
anything
last
with
season-
Raylan. I can watch anything with Raylan, man. He's fucking
yeah,
hilarious.
Timothy Oliphant.
Yes, no, he is. He's
And the
fantastic.
Detroit one,
Um,
the season they just did where it's in
Yeah.
Michigan, was
City
great
Primeval.
because like they
There-
they nailed spots perfectly.
there is a show I probably have not mentioned before that I always forget about, but it's Hell on Wheels with Anson Mount.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty bad.
started watching that and I remember not finishing it.
I never.
I got a lot of those.
I
Did you
never
guys
finished
watch The
it.
Gentleman from Guy Ritchie?
Oh man, I got to get on The Gentleman. That's another one.
Yes, that's good.
There was one that I wanted to bring up to you guys. I did mention it Tuesday night, but I really want to mention it again because I watched the first like 4 or 5 episodes of season 2, and it's on Netflix. It's called Hellbound. It is a South Korean joint, and
I thought I'd seen season 1 of that.
season 1, you would have to watch it with the subtitles, but man, oh man, what an interesting premise! Great premise to set it up. These creatures, like people will get a message from an angel in front of them. It's like a fighting angel, and it tells them when they're going to die, what time they're going to die. And it could be a year from now, it could be 25 years from now, it could be next week. And then when that time comes, these creatures come and they just absolutely just beat the crap out of it, and then they burn this person, they go to hell, and it becomes this whole thing where eventually it gets caught on social media, and it just progresses where there's different religious groups trying to take advantage and like control people, and it's about control and different groups trying to utilize this whatever it is to their advantage. But it's fascinating, and if you've watched any South Korean television like Squid Game or whatever, you know that they have some great writing. And so Hellbound is one that I just think is magnificent, dude. I really would recommend that if you have Netflix. It's fantastic, man. Real
Did you see
tense,
Matt?
very tense.
Matthew said one.
Yeah, he
Longmire.
did. Yep, Longmire.
Longmire is
Yep, been
good.
around for a
Longmire
while.
was cool.
Yep, been around for a while.
It's a guilty pleasure because you're like, there's only 3 sheriffs in this whole county,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but it's one of those ones where like it's like what 6 or 7 seasons. It's fairly long, like, and you get
Yes.
into it. Lou Diamond Phillips is in it.
Good old Lou Diamond, man.
Lou.
Makes you
Yeah,
want to go back
well-
to some Young Guns.
Yeah,
Shout
that makes
out.
me think. Dark Wind was good.
Which
That
one?
was a good show. Dark
never heard of
Wind.
that.
on
Dark
Indian
Wind.
Reservation. Yeah, that one. Was
Okay.
good.
Is there anything
Thank
like
you.
Bone Tomahawk?
No,
Bone
it's not
tomahawk.
like bone tomahawk.
I got
Not
a
like
question
bone
for you.
tomahawk.
You know the worst part about Bone Tomahawk is that in the actual description of the movie, it tells you that they're man eaters. It's like I wish they wouldn't give it all away and let you watch the movie.
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
do
the
that.
troglodyte kind of thought.
Like
Yeah.
it might as well be Empire Strikes Back. Luke finds out that Darth Vader's his father. Well, there's no reason to watch this shit.
Son of a
So are you saying you don't like Hall and Oates if you don't like Maneater?
Oh, hey, hang on now. Let's
Oh,
go.
dude, my mom
I want to
loves
see
Hall
what
and Oates.
Crow.
I love Hall and Oates.
No, I do too. My mom loved it. It's actually Daryl Hall and John Oates. Their name was never Hall
Yeah.
and Oates. They'll tell you it was Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Have you
Now
seen
it's
was
just Daryl Hall suing John Oates.
It wasn't a cart pulling a bunch of oats with a horse in front of it. Is that?
if you look on TikTok, there's
Down the
this
hallway.
black guy that he is Hall and Oates, but he's a black guy and he's all dressed up like it's hilarious.
Okay, I will find the picture of my godfather, my uncle,
Wow.
and his wife put up a picture when he was younger next to Oates, and you would not know the difference.
Oh wow.
I mean-
okay, that's awesome with the fro, the
Oh,
Jewish
dude,
fro, and the mustache and the everything, all of it. Yeah, I love it.
Hey, so I got a
Crow,
question.
we got
I got a question for you guys about an actor. Who's cooler right now? Like 90s Kevin Costner or Kevin Costner from the last 5 years?
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
that's
Now.
a pretty good question.
Yeah,
Now.
I think it's now.
You know, I think he gets
Ooh,
better with
I
age.
don't know. I don't know.
No,
I'm
he was
loving
so big in the
Yellowstone, man.
90s.
Field of
He could do
Dreams.
anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Water
he had
World.
all the cars, all the.
It's
All right,
kind of
water.
like-
And the story. All right.
that's what
Well, Dan,
that's what I call the homeless guys on the square that bathe in the fountains. I'm like,
He
I
said
didn't
it.
know the whole
He
cast
said
of
it.
Waterworld was showing up tonight. There they are.
Dances with Wolves was Avatar Part 1.
Yeah, so was Fern Gully.
Oh
Legend
man.
series.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Legends.
Hey, listen, guys, I'm gonna
Legends.
duck in.
Legends.
Yeah, and
Everybody's here.
yeah, and I hate it too because I've kept you guys,
Crow.
but and Crow, I appreciate it, man, hanging out. I'm wrapping
Holla at
things
your
up.
mother, bro-
Have
tomorrow,
a
bro.
good night, Crow. We have lots to talk about.
Yep, bud.
Talk to you soon, buddy. All right,
See you guys. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody.
I'll be out as well, boys. Thanks very much
Yeah,
for having me.
Frosty.
Bye.
Thank you
See ya.
too.
It's time to go and have a few rums, I think.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go, Lenny.
Yes, sir.
Way
You
ahead
do
of
both.
you.
Enjoy it.
You,
Enjoy
yeah,
it.
right. All right. Well, look, we've had a good couple and a half hours. I don't want to keep you gentlemen any longer. It is a Friday night, and I'm sure some of you may stay up much later. Some of you may be going to bed soon, but just a little different. I didn't want to have you guys come on here and sit and talk about a bunch of Disney shit and a bunch of, pop culture crap, that you're not interested
Who's
in.
woke and who's not today?
Yep. Hopefully in the next, a little bit, we'll be getting away from all that crap, and we'll have some good shit to talk about, some good shows, good movies. But I do appreciate y'all coming on, man, accepting my invitation and just coming and shooting the shit, man. That's what I want to do, and we gotta do it again some other time, for sure, man.
right.
Yeah.
Quickly,
Yes, sir.
let me share the screen, and you can see my uncle.
Yeah.
He's not next to John.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hold on, let me share screen.
I'm ready. I'm ready for whenever you maybe pop it up there, and I'll.
All right.
Boom. Oh my God.
Damn.
Wow.
And that's
That is-
Daryl Hall on the
Just
left.
Shut up.
And my hand.
That's hilarious.
But
You're a
there's
rich
another
girl.
picture. There's another picture that she had posted, like them
Oh
side
my
by side,
gosh.
and you would have no idea.
That's the original.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's fantastic. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That, I mean,
It's uncanny,
that is-
man.
That is wild. This is
Like
before they made
1978 by what they're wearing.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is
Oh, for sure. This is definitely I'd say
this would
like
be the late
78.
'80s, I think.
Late 80s? I would think maybe early,
Yeah,
maybe
like-
early to mid, maybe, but
Yeah.
but you know better. You know better than I.
Yeah,
Say like 84, 85.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would say mid to late '80s.
Okay.
If he lived
That's
in Missouri,
awesome.
that could have been last weekend, bro.
Well, let's see. He says that was a fun day 34 years ago, and this was posted. In
Okay, yeah, then it
this was
was.
posted
Oh my
in 2018.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So
for
someone
sure.
do the math because I'm not
84.
about.
No, you're right. It was
84.
84.
Oh yeah, so
Whatever
okay,
you
yeah,
say it
mid
is, brother.
80s.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Yep.
But yeah, that's there you go.
That's
That is
amazing.
That looks like some clothing straight out of like Meatballs or Revenge of the Nerds, right?
before Umbros
Yeah,
were cool.
Friday the 13th
Episode
4.
of Fall Guy.
Before Umbros were cool. I love
He's
it,
got an
man.
eyes out shirt in the closet.
That's
he
great.
clearly
dude.
had a concert later on that night.
Obviously.
100%. 100%.
So my mom loved Hall and Oates, and I didn't. I'm like, why do they call it Hall and Oates? He doesn't do anything. And my mom would always be like, he writes some of the music. If you listen to Daryl Hall, like he acts like he did absolutely everything.
Yeah, he
yeah.
does, and but no, and well, actually, and on their albums, the songs that obviously weren't radio big hits, he did sing on their albums, but all the backup vocals, guitar parts, he helped write.
It's like Brooks and Dunn.
The big flub up between them right now, though, is that John Oates tried to sell off his publishing rights, but they had a deal as a partners that they would never do that.
Yeah.
Is that
And
what it
so
was?
and so Oates tried to sell off his publishing rights, probably to set his family up for life and sell them for how many ever, millions, 30 million, 50, whatever. And Daryl Hall's like, we made this deal, and so he filed an injunction to stop him from selling it, and that's it. That's the end of it.
Family.
Yeah. Oh my God! Hang on, that's fucking great right there. Anyway,
Fancy.
oh my God, Quincy. Look, I'm gonna get out of here, but I'll let y'all continue. No, I don't want to keep you guys forever, and but I am so glad that y'all did
No one's
come
trying
on,
to get
man.
off. Like, just admit you want to get off.
Yeah, we're
That's
just
true.
Not like that.
someone
Admit it.
through YouTube.
That's true.
Like that friend that wants you to leave.
Yeah.
I think it's the kid's bedtime. That's
There's
what
a
it is.
oh yeah, right. You kidding me? Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah. He's gonna hang up and go get on the quest.
Right?
Yeah, actually, that's probably what's about to happen.
Dude, I'm tired too.
Somebody's buzzing real heavy though too. You got the hell
might be
is
my
that?
earphone.
I don't know. Somebody's
Oh.
got a
It went
haircut.
away.
I was like,
Someone's buzzing the hair right now.
make sure there's no lightning.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see.
As
So
long as it's not
real
Bobcat,
quick,
we're
trying to think who has something. 3-star. I'm sure you got maybe a video coming out. If you have anything new to review, right? You not at the moment, right?
No, not unless
Yeah.
I ever make a video on this retro card Cobra trooper
Yeah.
that I've been talking about for a month.
For a month. Punk, do you have anything new coming
Well,
out?
I just dropped the video for the Black Friday giveaway. So
Oh,
if-
okay. Yeah.
Commented on that. Got my comment in.
Yeah.
if
Okay.
anyone
Cool.
wants to get in
Cool.
on that,
I
go
like how
watch
you
the
did
video.
that.
It explains
That was
what
cool.
to do, where to be. There's already like over 100 comments on it.
Sweet.
Damn.
That's great.
When I was
some of them
watching
are
it-
people saying, "Hey, I can't do this, but this is great" or whatever.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
The
already.
counter when I watched it, like I don't know, probably 8 o'clock my time. I was watching it, and I
Yeah.
was watching the counter like go. While I was watching it, everybody else was watching it.
Yeah, so I wasn't. I did it when I got home. I planned on doing it this week and dropping it this morning, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." I was gonna drop it tomorrow. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just drop it now. It's no big deal."
Sure.
But hopefully I'll have like the biggest, hopefully it'll be like the biggest giveaway that I get to do, because there are 5 different things to give away, and
Dude, that
I mean,
Wolverine.
people are already looking at that Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh
Wolverine.
yeah.
Wolverine looks good, man.
That's
He
one of the
did
best
such a
I've
good
seen.
job on that thing.
Yeah, it's really really nice, and
I'm over here with my fingers crossed for Cobra Commander.
that one's
Yeah, man.
easy to get though. And then I have my Monday that I'll be doing Monday, and then I do have Thursday with a friend. With
Who's coming up?
I have True Mr. 6. It is
True
recorded because it's on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is 4 hours long.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So you better bring your turkey.
Right.
Bring some mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The I was
Why
thinking,
didn't you?
yeah, that's right. 3-Star and I had mentioned this too, and I guess obviously you pre-recording that. We were talking about that. Oh, okay. Well, we've got a Wednesday stream the day before Thanksgiving, which can be a little weird depending on what you've got going on. But then looking ahead, we actually have a Wednesday night stream that falls on Christmas night, which we're trying to figure out if we want to do or not for our Sevens Wild.
It may be late. I mean, I think
Could-
we
yeah,
can
could
do
be
it,
late.
but it's going to be later.
It'd have to be
usual if we
later.
do.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on that day, and I don't know how many people would tune in, right? Like, I mean, maybe some, but I don't know. It's one of those
I think
things.
people will be sick of their family by
That's
then
how it
and ready
works.
to watch their
And that's
friends
possible.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it's very possible.
I really think Christmas and New Year's, those are going to be the hardest days to do a live stream.
Oh yeah.
New Year's, obviously,
Okay.
'cause people are going out to drink
Yeah.
or whatever. And Christmas,
Yep.
I mean, that is that is like the true holiday that people will spend with their families.
Yep.
Yeah, but
And-
by
and-
after dinner, I'm done with them.
But
Oh, yeah.
by 8, 9 o'clock at night though.
But you also might be kind of wore out too, man. It might be an
True.
early morning,
Right.
a long day for people. When you get home, it's like, man, I just need to pass out, that
Yep.
kind of thing. So I get that. Speaking of passing out,
I'm gonna sneak my mom some gummies and I'll be home by 5. Fuck it.
but yeah, man. And real quick, Shane, you got anything going on? You doing any live streams with anybody? You doing any anything you've got scheduled or coming up?
We actually
Any
have
wake and
a
bakes?
Smoking Joe's coming up.
Smoking
not
Joe's.
next week, but the week after. So
Okay.
we're doing that. We got somebody lined up. It'll be a good time.
Sweet.
But yeah, got a review. I finally found one.
All right.
Retro.
Yes,
Finally.
sir. Out in the wild.
Yeah, and I got to put this guy back in the
Truly
box.
amazing.
So I opened him up.
There, look right there, ready at the hand. Punk
Right?
has
Well,
it
I had them
ready
up
at the
because
hand.
of the Top Fun toy review that I did.
Oh yeah.
Top fun.
So,
is
I mean, that's the
stuff.
retro one. I don't even have the retro one. For some reason on Amazon, when the first one came out, I got like 6.
Ugh.
I was just lucky, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
The only thing I've ever gotten off of Marketplace was I got one of them for $10. I was
Yep.
like,
Wow.
score.
Wow.
The only
That's a
retro I
damn-
don't have is
that's a
Snake
score.
Eyes. That's it. I had ordered 2 of them and they got canceled. I was like, "Are you fucking
Yeah.
shitting me?"
Yeah,
I got lucky. I got mine when I ordered him, but the card came in beat all to hell. I've never opened that figure. I know how good it is. I know it's probably the best Snake Eyes, but I already had
One
like
had-
2 or 3 versions of Snake Eyes open, and I didn't need another one.
Yeah.
That was your
Yeah,
figure of the
he's
year
got-
last year, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Punk?
he
Wasn't
looks-
that your
This
number
is,
one?
I mean, I really don't think that you can perfect.
No,
Yeah.
You can't
I think he's
perfect it.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a $25 price point.
No,
Because I don't want people being like, "Oh no, I can get this." Mezco could do like. No, I don't want to fucking hear it. Like $25.
$25.
They gave him the weapons that he needs. His articulation is great. His web gear, everything on that is
Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
Although I will say that Mezco Roadblock is badass.
Yes.
He's
that
so
that
bad.
Storm Shadow.
Yeah, he looks great.
If anybody finds a line on one, let me know because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really I'm so mad at myself. I
What, the
I
V2?
skipped out on a lot of figures, but missing that Mezco Storm Shadow just
Yeah.
my ass.
I don't know. He looks amazing, but the fear of him getting dirty, and he's really
Yeah.
hard
Yeah.
to articulate.
Right.
Things keep
Yeah.
falling off.
Really
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's only a
Yeah.
few figures I passed on, but yeah, for the most part, I've got doubles of about everything. I'm getting ready to blow out all my extras, so people are looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Like me.
This
Yeah,
is a
holler
cool
at me.
figure.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
he's
cool
cool
as
as shit.
man. Yeah.
Like
He's in my loot coming tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay, I was just on the fence. I was like looking at him. I was just on the fence about this Junkyard Joe guy.
Yeah.
And he was up there for like 2 days, and I was finally like, I really like the M16. I like the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ordered them through Mezco, and when he was coming in on Sunday, I looked to see if anyone else had been doing reviews on them, and what JLS popped up that he did a Who Is Junkyard Joe, and then I watched it. It's like 12 minutes, and the whole story is fascinating. Whatever that universe is, and I'm like, dude, I want some more of these because he's like showing pictures. I'm like, I want more of these figures.
Yeah, they're cool.
So, Mezco, feel free to do a few more of those because Mezco's got to be, for me, hit and miss because I don't have that much money, to be honest.
Man, I got to get those Mezco Breaking Bad figures. I need them.
I've got the Heisenberg.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh man, I need all the accessories that they come with. I the bag of drugs, a bag of cash. I need it all.
Yeah. I've got the Heisenberg, and I want to get the Jesse. That's the only one I've gotten so far.
Yeah, bitch.
I haven't went back and gotten any more of them. Yeah. So far, I love those, man. They're so good.
Yeah.
Well, if I get them, I'll send you the figures. I'm keeping the accessories.
It works for me.
Oh Lord have mercy. Well, look, I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Gonna wrap it up. We can do this again if y'all are down for sure.
I can do this all day.
I know, right? But yeah, no, for sure. We'll try to schedule it again, and I know Legend Series dropped in. Bobby Wall dropping in there. Looking forward to Snake Eyes. It comes with the Coca-Cola Polar Bear. Yeah, man. I do obviously appreciate each and every one of y'all. Love what you do, and love cutting up with you for sure, man. And I'm glad y'all came to hang out on a Friday night for a little while to talk about just whatever instead of just anything specific. Next time, y'all let me know. Give me some feedback. You want to go over some specific stuff, man? Get together and talk about it. That's cool with me.
I want to talk about the stuff we can't talk about.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot of stuff that I might want to talk about that I can't talk about on. You have to do that in person,
channel.
My friend.
like my Patrick Swayze Love Ballad collection.
Yes, she's like the wind.
My
what-
favorite scenes
in
from
my dreams.
Little Shop of
me out.
Horrors.
All that talking is what you do when you stop the live.
Yes, I know, right? Anyway.
Sorry, people. Did I just let you in?
Yep. But anyway, so look. Next Friday I'll be back. Obviously Wednesday night with 3-star draw down south 7-7 on Seven's Wild. On Wednesday we got to come up with something fun. We'll get that done. But anyway.
Talk about Marilyn McCoo and the Solid Gold Dancers.
Ooh, dude, don't get me started on that because I will. I'll bring that shit up on Wednesday night. It won't be no G.I. Joe show. It'll be Solid Gold.
Solid Gold all night.
That's right. And Tuesday with Matthew. Yeah, baby. No, I appreciate you guys, man. Get ready because it's gonna get a little bit loud as I'm gonna play it out. If y'all want to
having us on, man.
Second,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I love y'all,
Good talking to you.
and thank you so much, dude. And I will talk to all of y'all very soon. And like I
I'll
said,
talk to you in a minute.
it's about right. Talk to you in just a minute. It's about to get a little loud. Here we go.
See ya.